We're going to get started. You ready?
Yes, I am. Sorry.
Finally.
God.
Freaking idiot. Eat the ham. All right. Let me minimize this. Keep that up just in case. I'll get to the other stuff later. All right. You ready to hit the road?
Oh, I got to go?
Yeah, get out of here. You're bum.
I thought we were doing the show.
Start the stuff.
You won't let me touch the remote anymore.
No, I won't. Not after that last debacle of yours.
Yeah, I know, with that echoey audio.
I know. Look what you did. You show up and everything stops working. It's fine when you're not here.
You know what I want on this? I want one that just, I can hit it and it says, "Frick off, Washington."
Frick off, Washington. That's pretty good.
Can we add that?
We could add that. I could make that happen. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Oh, it's recording already.
Yeah, I got it.
You hit the button.
I'm on it.
Good job.
Ready?
Yeah.
I keep asking if you're ready. Are you ready? Welcome back to the Lost Joystick Network episode. These papers are stuck together. 97. Episode 97. I'm your host, Mike, joined as always by my co-host, JJ. How you doing, buddy?
I am superb. How are you?
Good. I'm good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. That's good.
All right. Good update.
A little gamey, but it's good.
You, did you do anything? How's things? Things good? Are you good? You remember when you were playing? Do you remember when you were playing video games? And that was awesome. Anyway, what have you been up to, man?
Ooh, buddy.
Anything? Scoot in a little here.
Yeah, I've been working, playing video games.
Working for a living, living and a working.
Not to be on a downer, but I had another funeral to go to.
Yeah,
My
I'm very sorry about that.
my pretty rad mother-in-law passed.
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah, I feel it was actually. Then I don't want to wrap up the whole thing with the whole downer story, but it was actually pretty cool. She was she played Mrs. Claus at a tree farm out here.
Mm-hmm.
And they posted it on the tree farm.
That she passed.
Yes.
Yeah.
And holy shit. Over 2,000 people. So did the emotion thing, with the
Yeah, they liked her and interacted.
Liked it. Yeah,
they interacted with it.
I'm old. I don't know how to explain this stuff. And there was well over 200 comments. And they, I would say probably 40% of them are pictures with families, with their kids, with her. And it was just like, wow, that's awesome. Like, you don't put it into perspective, because it's like, I used to, we'd take McKenna out to see her, but McKenna and Deegan both out to see her. But it was like,
you don't think about.
We just kind of walk around where we're like, oh, we're cool. We know Mrs. Claus. We got an in.
Yeah. But all these other people.
Who
knows?
That was like,
it was a big moment for them, or a big deal. It mattered, right?
And it was crazy just seeing it's all these young, 3, 4, 5-year-old kids just
so excited,
with stars in their eyes, because they were hanging out with Mrs. Claus before they seen Santa Claus.
And it's
so cool. Like, it was so cool. And just the amount of people that came out, they came in droves to this service, which was just insane.
I think that's fantastic. I think it made me think of like what it would be like. It's like you pictures of someone that like a picture of yourself you've never seen before.
Yeah.
It's like that, where you're like, it's got to be, as bittersweet as it is for your wife, it has to at least be somewhat like encouraging and give her some, I don't know, solace to see all these people that her mother made happy, that pictures of her that she never got to see before, right?
Yes,
that are like she gets those. That's nice. So,
and it's awesome because she really recorded, like, she loved taking pictures just in general. And that's like, she makes calendars every year.
Yeah.
With everybody in the family's birthdays on it. She got to the point where she even started adding my parents on it.
What about me?
No. But she does that, and she gets pictures of people and she puts them on there. She saves every picture.
Yeah.
Heather went through and she has an external hard drive, and she has a bag, a Ziploc bag full of thumb drives
Yeah.
full of pictures.
Cool.
Like she has thousands of
Well,
pictures.
that means
like
that
it's just awesome.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, it's definitely gonna leave a big hole in our family.
It's always going to.
So, and I think it's hard because it's the whole, my dad, we lost my dad 6 months ago, and now we lose her mom, and
A week before Thanksgiving. And
getting old sucks.
It does, man.
So,
Well,
but
besides
I
that,
didn't want to make the whole night a downer. Sorry.
no, it's okay. I'm just kidding. I was just trying to be funny with a segue or transition.
Yeah.
Like, besides that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play? Like how do you transition from one to the other?
Other than that,
did you play anything good? Or
I have been playing some games. I'll talk about those.
No,
I guess I
sorry.
can talk about those now, right?
I'm Mr. Levity. I try to.
No, you're good with
I
that.
know, I
You
know.
always are. You have been really good with that, especially with the stuff that we have been happening in my family. So you've always been really good with that.
I try.
And I appreciate that.
Well,
I appreciate you.
I know you'd do the same.
But what?
I said I know you'd do the same.
Who? Me?
you. I'm fine. There's nothing wrong, Julian. All right.
But no, we did that. I've been playing some games.
Like what? Like what'd you play? Oh, I can't wait to hear. Did you play anything good?
I've been playing a little more Super Adventure Island 2.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's a Hudson Soft on the Super Nintendo. It's quality.
Yeah. So
A game like Spiritfarer might be a good one for processing grief.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
I haven't played
I
it.
actually,
I'm
you
gonna
know what?
check
I
it out.
have that game. Someone got me that game for Secret Santa one year, and I still have not played it. I have it on Switch. I'm almost positive. I know. I do play games, though. You'll hear.
This is for Kaylin.
Okay.
But yeah, I've been playing some games.
Super Adventure Island 2.
McKenna and I were actually going to watch season 5 of Stranger Things
Okay. Yeah.
because that just came out.
I've seen none of those yet.
Anybody in the chat that has watched it, please don't talk about it. We have not watched it because Heather is watching. She's finally watching the show now. And now we're waiting for her to get up to 5 so we can watch 5 all together.
Yeah. Cool.
So,
Uh-oh.
and the Adventure Island games are great.
They
Really
great.
are. It's
They're
really
fun.
fun. I'd never played 2. And then I got it from, it was on one of the Whatnot. I talked about it already on one of the Whatnot streams.
Yeah, yeah.
I got it from Josh Byerly from Wafflefoot from one of his streams. I got a great deal on it.
That's
too.
weird. You've never bought anything from him.
I bought so much stuff from that guy.
No.
I love buying stuff from him.
No.
And he cracks up every time I get on his stream. He's like, "Hey Jay, what do you need? You want some Super Nintendo, don't you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want some Super Nintendo."
Well, he typecast me.
Oh yeah,
We'll get into that
Yeah,
when we
yeah.
get to the collecting and pickup section.
sure did.
I
I have been playing a couple other games too.
Like
Well,
what?
Actually, just one.
like what? What is it?
It's this game on the PS5. It's actually an RPG. It's a turn-based RPG.
Yeah.
It's a game called Clair Obscur Expedition 33. It's a really cool game. Have you ever heard of it?
No, it's funny you say that. I've never heard of it. I don't know.
Never heard of the game,
No,
huh?
I don't know much about modern games.
Maybe I
This
should
is
tell you a little bit about it.
Go ahead. Yeah, it's a retro video game show, but we can talk about new stuff. It's fine. Go right ahead. What's so funny?
Nothing.
What? It's my favorite. That was Lance Parrish's number.
Oh, well played.
Was it? I don't know.
Well played. I
I
don't
think
know.
he was 33. I hope he was.
But. And for the listeners at home that are listening on the podcast aggregator of your choice, Mike just took his sweatshirt off to expose a Expedition 33 t-shirt. And in the background of our set is a Expedition 33 flag.
Yeah.
Mike might like it a little bit. Did you
No,
wanna-
I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I'm not really sure what to think yet.
I was
So,
waiting for the record to start playing.
yeah. Go ahead. Keep talking.
But yeah, what's that? What you got there?
Nothing. What? Uh-oh. Why did my keyboard
Oh.
disconnect?
What happened there? What? Oh
What's
my!
going on
What's
here?
going on over there?
I don't know.
What is that? What is that there?
What, this?
Yeah.
This is nothing. It's just a pad. What is going on?
I don't know.
It's just a...
A giant Expedition 33 mouse pad.
What do you... No. It's not a mouse pad.
Or
It's
just
more of a work of art, really. What is...
Oh,
Man, I'm just not having it tonight.
Your monitor just shut off too.
Everything is going nuts tonight, folks.
Ooh.
I'm not having it tonight. There's too much intertwined here. I don't know what's going on. It's got to be how great this game is.
It must
probably.
be. It's just the computer can't handle it. It's just like, what's going on?
Yeah, that's probably it.
Too much amazingness.
Too much amazingness. Yeah, so tell me about this game.
So So I am not nearly as far into it as you. All seriousness.
What does that mean?
I am, so there are 3 acts in the game. I figured that out. There's a prologue and 3 acts.
Yes.
I am currently, I think I'm getting close to the end of Act 1.
Ooh.
So I haven't been plugging away super hardcore on it. Of course, my previous discussion on what's been going on, I've been a little tied up. We've been handling some stuff with the family, so.
Yeah,
but
obviously.
yeah, I mean, other than that, it's been, it's fun. It is. It's a really fun game.
Yeah, I'm glad that you like it.
So.
Let us know if there's some sort of technical problem because things seem a little wonky tonight. I don't know what's going on, but anyway.
I wonder if we need to restart the router.
Everything's been restarted.
Oh, okay.
Like twice today.
Oh.
And it looks okay over here. Like I can see how many FPS we're doing, like what kind of ups.
Okay.
So unless like somebody's saying chat, everything's cool. If it's not cool, tell me it's not cool. Also, I cannot stop thinking about Tiger Wolf's comment about how I think it was last show or the show before, I was like, I have to play this stupid game because our friend made me and I love it. And he's like, oh, boo-hoo, I have to play one of the best games ever made, or whatever it was he said.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
about right.
Yeah, he said, I should have thought that one through.
Oh.
But anyway, yes, I'm a fan.
It's a good game. It's pretty good so far.
So where are you at? Where are you at in the game? Well, let's get into the weeds for a second here. Where are you at in the game? Where have you left off? What is going on?
I don't know.
You go ahead.
Okay. But I'm trying to think. I beat one of the mimes, which is annoying as shit. Yeah. And then I got the girl. What's her name again? The redhead girl. Mael? Yeah. I got her, and I'm heading back out of the water world area. Okay. So you have to get her and head back out. Yep. So that's where I am right now. Okay. Because I've been kind of plugging around. I've been just kind of adventuring around in the water world area. You That's good?
Cool. Yeah.
Everything's good now?
I don't know. Okay. We're going to find out. It just keeps disconnecting and reconnecting for no reason. I'm going to rip this whole damn thing apart.
Oh, okay. Not right now.
No, not now. It'd be a bad idea now.
But yeah,
you're running around in the floating waters.
Yes, in the floating waters.
Yes.
I've just been running around there, kind of plugging around.
Okay.
Just kind of collecting some stuff and just kind of grinding my way through, building my guys up. I'm actually still pretty low, I think, in the grand scheme. I think Mael and Gaston are...
Gustav
Gaston. That's the fucking guy from Beauty and the Beast.
Same guy.
Gustav and Mael are, I think, both at level 11. And then I've got Lune.
Yeah.
She's at 10, I think, right now.
I would say what I usually do, like, okay, see, you're on the continent, roaming around, going to the different areas.
Yeah.
I stay out there and I just fight something, then go to camp, and then go back and fight it and go to camp. Because when you go to camp,
you recover.
You come back, right? So then everything comes back. So it respawns the enemies. So I'll go find something that's like right on the edge of me beating it and beat it like 10 times to level up 2 or 3. I like to be overpowered in these games. I do not like going into fights having to like struggle.
Yeah.
I want to go in and be like, oh, you're tough? And
that's actually a good idea. I actually just got back out to the continent. And I saved it. I went to camp and saved at camp before I exited the game. And I fought like I forgot. I did finally leave out of the
Portier, the little shieldy guy.
Yes.
Yeah, they're right there.
So
so do that.
The bad guys are actually kind of cool looking.
Dude, it gets so much better. I cannot.
Like I said, and I talked to you about this. The only complaint I have right now in the game is the worlds they're done so well that I kept getting backwards in areas. Like then the first spot when you have that tree of light or whatever it is.
The indigo tree.
Yeah, the indigo tree. Where you start there and then you have to run out through and you get to a little wall. You have to climb up the wall and around. I'm not going to go into super detail. And then you come back down and you have to keep going. I kept turning around back to I kept running back and I'm like, that's a fucking tree again.
Buddy, it's going to continue to happen to you throughout the entire game because there's no way always to tell where you're going. There's in the areas, there's no like compass or anything. You're like, I don't know what direction I'm going. I might be going back the way I came. And the checkpoints have their own names, and that's useful. But also, I cannot tell you how many times I come back and go, how am I back at the fucking entrance? Where did I turn wrong? That does happen a lot. So be prepared for that. But other than that would be one of my most minor gripes about this game is that you do get lost.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
But other than that, I'm just like...
Well, the nice thing, at least so far... the like sub worlds or whatever, the like sections you got to go and do like the mission stuff. They're not huge. I mean, they're
Yeah.
big, but it's not like massive. Like you're running for like 20 minutes and you're like, oh fuck, I just went the wrong way.
Yeah. Well,
like you run for a couple minutes. You're like, I went the wrong way.
Yeah, and you figure it out and you turn around and you're like, oh, well, I did waste this guy and level up, or I found this Lumina or whatever it is, so it's all right. Yeah, cool. All right, well, yeah, keep it up, man. I mean, eventually, maybe you'll have a nice desk piece for yourself, or who knows, some sort of flag or shirt.
Yeah, maybe.
Or
a record.
Well, I don't have anything like that yet.
You don't?
They're not available. They're only pre-order right now.
Oh, so I could pre-order a record. Would you say that would be something you might have done?
Let me fucking tell you something. I have not been in awe of a soundtrack for a game in a long time like this. This game is nuts. In the soundtrack, man, there are just some moments in that game where you're like, this song comes on, and you're like, fuck yes. You're just like, it's everything about it is good.
Probably the last time you got this excited about a record, for a soundtrack record, was probably last year on the way home from Midwest. What did we order?
Super
while we were
Metroid.
talking to
The Super Metroid.
We were talking to Clearvis on the phone because he was at the airport.
I thought you were going to talk about that soundtrack you got that had 311 on it, but here we are.
No.
Okay, good. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Good, because they suck. I'm just kidding. They don't suck.
No, they do.
Somebody likes them that listens to us. I forget who. Anyway, yes.
What about you?
Well,
Did you play anything?
Yeah. I played the game for the show,
which
I also played some many years ago.
Hey, I did that too.
But oh man, I have played Expedition 33 a lot. I beat it completely. Then I leveled my characters all the way up to level 99. Then I did all the post-game stuff, and I thought, did I really understand what just happened? I should probably go through it again just in case. So then I did it all again. So now I've gone through the game 2 complete times, maxed out every character 2 complete times, defeated everything not everything in the game. Like you can't do literally everything, but like I don't think there's much left other than to do the new game plus. Or as I've offered to you, I'll just come over and fucking watch you play the game. I'm sitting downstairs with the controller in my hand going, there's nothing for you to do. Take the game out of your fucking PS5. Go play Silent Hill F. Go play Metal Gear Solid compilation, whatever. Do something else. And I don't want to. I want to stay in this. I want to stay in Lumiere.
You're saying coming over and watching me play is so like Nintendo.
It is.
Like,
but that's what I want to do.
Can I come over and watch you play Zelda?
I'll just come over and watch you play, man. I don't even need to do it. I do. I want to be there when things happen and you just be like, boop. And I'm like, yeah, this is what you came for. This is what you're here. As I'm telling you.
Uh-huh.
Tell me when you're going to play. I'll be over.
All right.
You know me. I don't have anything to do.
All right.
Anyway.
Anywho.
Yeah, other than that, what else did I do here? Yeah, what did I say? Expedition 33, contemplating my own existence. Stuff like that. I also built myself a pie hole. If you're unfamiliar with a pie hole, and I know some of our listeners are acclimated, a pie hole is essentially like an ad blocker that happens at a DNS level. It's essentially a Linux server that you use internally to avoid having to see ads and bullshit. And I'm going to tell you, the reason I did it is because I went to so many fucking IGN.com pages that I lost my mind. I lost it. I'm like, I just want to read something. I do. The World Wide Web is an onslaught. It is a nonstop barrage of being solicited to. You go to a website for one piece of information, and it's like, hey, do you want to allow notifications? No. Hey, subscribe to our newsletter. We'll give you 10% off. I'm good. Hey, here's a video that you like that is about the thing you're looking at, but it's not exactly what you're looking for, but it's in which is in this page. But here's the video. I don't want to watch that. Hey, anything else that we can do, or you want to chat with us? No. Will you fucking leave me alone? I just want to know what area this Pictos is in. For the love of fuck. Jesus Christ. It's like, you can't, yeah. Fandom is the hellscape of ads now. It's impossible. So I said, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to go set up a pie hole. I'm going to go grab a couple of lists that are like basically blacklists. And you can just say, all right. And now when I go to IGN, I get a couple little things that you can't kind of like, they're slipstreamed in. Maybe they're Java, which I just haven't tweaked it well enough yet. But God, I can actually read a site and be like, okay, I don't want to chat with somebody while I let you notify me about the discount that I'm getting through my email. Fuck you. I hate it.
And this portion of the Lost Joystick Network is sponsored by...
Rageaholics Anonymous. I'm filled with rage.
No, we were talking about
Rage-a-hol.
that. We talked about that the other day. God, it's so ridiculous. I remember when I signed up for, like, we were talking about, like, the subscription services, too. Like, I remember when I signed up for Netflix. You pay a set amount, and you got to watch whatever you wanted. It was on it, and nothing else. Now it's... I noticed, again, I was talking about the Stranger Things. We're watching Stranger Things again. And I'm sitting there, and I remember when I watched it before, you watched the whole episode, and you were done.
Yep.
Now, you're 20 minutes in the episode, and now we got a commercial. And at first, I didn't even realize it. And then I was like, wait a minute. Why does this have a commercial? Because I never watched Netflix.
Yeah. I cannot.
But it's everywhere.
There has got to be a better model for information on the World Wide Web and its current existence, because whatever they're doing now ain't working. You cannot go to any website without being completely assaulted. And I'm just like, I just want to read some. I don't know what's going on with my keyboard and mouse today. It's really weird.
It is really weird.
Anyway, sorry for all the weird chirpiness. All right. Yeah, other than that, set up the pie hole because of that. But yeah, just playing a lot of Expedition 33. I've got a lot of hours in it. I have completed it twice. I'm trying to get some. I don't even care about achievements in games, really. But I'm also like, maybe I'll just get all of them. Fuck it, But then I'm also like, am I really going to just fly around?
How many do you have left to get?
I don't know. Some of them are a pain in the ass.
Well, I know yesterday when I was talking to you on the phone, you were like, I'm going to try this one more time and I'm done.
Oh, that's not it. Well, that would be part of the achievement.
Story. I'm like talking and you're like, nope, done.
For anybody who's played this game, if you've ever, gone to one of the Gestural beaches and tried to figure out one of those things, oh my God, I'm going to kill somebody about one of them. I refuse to buy anything I get ads for. Take that Hims, Ridge Wallet, and Tactile Cane. I don't know anything about Tactile Cane, but the other two I see all the time. Yep. It's like there's a demographic and we're in it. What's
up with Ridge Wallet? They've been going out of business and you get this 25% off thing for like a fucking year.
Yeah.
Just go out of business.
That's what I'm thinking about Funko. Will you please just die already?
Yeah.
Because it sounds like they're gonna. All right. Anyway. So with all that, Jay.
Yeah.
Have you bought anything recently?
I may have.
I'll ask again. Have you bought anything recently?
I may have picked up a couple things. Oh, sorry.
That's all right. It's a jam. It's a bop.
I really thought you were going to let me respond and then hit the button, and then you were like, ah! And I was like, ah!
Do I ever let you respond?
No, you never.
I do not. Shut up. No, go ahead. All right. What'd you buy? What'd you buy?
What'd I buy?
Go to your whatnot. Go to your Josh Byerly Wafflefoot whatnot stream receipts. And tell us the truth and not just your made up version of it, because you never show us what you actually bought.
I honestly haven't gotten a ton of stuff. I know. I've been pretty low key the last.
You got Expedition 33.
I've had that though. I think I talked about that last episode.
But I want to keep talking about it.
Oh, I got Expedition.
You got to play it.
I got Expedition 33.
Guys, we got to end early tonight because we got to go to Jay's house to help him clean it.
Yeah. What?
Anyway, go ahead.
Okay. So I actually went looking for a copy of the aforementioned game we're gonna be talking about tonight. And I could not find them, but I did find a couple.
It's been a real fight trying to find that one. It's a total brawl.
Yes. But I did find 2 Super Nintendo games I needed. So I found
that's the same.
I found a really nice copy of Hook, and
the Robin Williams classic.
Yes, and I found a copy of Gun Force. Oh, I forgot. I got one other thing. So going to this place, the store is out by my work, and they have 2 stores.
Oh yes, I know what you bought. Yes.
First one I went to, I was looking, and I was like, I think this is the Castlevania label variant.
The overlap.
Yeah, the overlap.
Yeah, the first print, as everybody has dubbed it. Right.
And I was like, oh, what was like $22 or $25? And I'm like, I've got to get this.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I bought it. And at first I was trying to figure it out, but I get terrible signal in the place. And the owner's like, what are you seeing if you got that on your list? And I was like, yeah, I think I have this game, but I don't remember. Because I mainly collect Super Nintendo games, but I have a handful of Nintendo games. That's a flat out lie. I don't. But I didn't want him to get like fishy.
You have at least one other one.
Yeah.
For now.
So.
Till Midwest.
But yeah, so I got that. So then I went over to their other store looking for the game for the show. And they didn't have it. So I was like, I'll wander around and look. They had a couple things. They actually had a Soul Blazer I was thinking about getting, but the spine label was just screwed. So I was like, nope. So I didn't get that. And then I was looking, and they had a 5-screw first print Castlevania.
The overlap, yeah.
The overlap label.
And how much was it?
$25.
So
I was like,
anybody in the market, we
gotta
know,
get that.
I know
I
a guy.
have 2 of the first print loose Castlevania games with the overprint spine label.
I only have one.
Yeah, I have 2. Both pretty nice. The labels are both really nice.
We got to look at them and compare. I might need to upgrade. We'll see.
But
cool.
If not, I will for sure have them at Midwest this year.
2 of the 3 will be available for sale.
Yes. But that's all I got. I don't think I may have talked about it last time, but I'll bring it up anyways real quick. Listen to Retro Warriors. They were talking about Gradius Origins.
Yes.
And
you did.
I found a copy of that, so I grabbed a copy of that
Yep.
for the PS5.
We talked about that. I remember this.
I have not played it yet. I want to play some Salamander.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because you talked about you having an actual
so they come over and play it.
Yeah.
All right. Is that it?
That's it. That's all I got.
Oh, man. Uh-oh. The audio skips occasionally. Could be just me. I don't know. All right. Let me know, because I think we're having some weird disconnect, reconnect thing, and it may have something to do with it. There's something in the USB that's acting wonky tonight, because my keyboard and mouse keep disconnecting.
I keep looking at the iPad, and it keeps getting super blurry, and like it's got a terrible connection.
I don't know. Wow.
Yeah, it's freezing up now.
Did you say Retro Warriors?
Yeah. I like those
Don't
guys.
ask me.
Yeah, I did say Retro Warriors.
All right.
I like those guys. They're great.
Oh, I did one other thing. I forgot one other thing I did. What? I saw the Suicide Machines. And I actually went on a trip.
Oh.
Forgot about a couple things, really. Yeah. Went to Maryland and Washington, D.C. for the weekend to a football game. Went and saw Michigan. Yeah, okay. It's skipping. I'm not sure what's going on. Is that no, that's this podcast, Tiger Wolf. Don't worry, he laughs at his own jokes.
I like that you just answered that and then laughed at your own joke.
Exactly. See, you're anyway. I go to the Maryland football game, Michigan-Maryland football game, come back and went straight to the Suicide Machines concert that was here at 4332,
downstairs.
like literally downstairs. So one of the things I grabbed.
Didn't invite me.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Multiple times. I invited you on the way there.
No, you didn't.
I'm pretty sure I said, come to the concert, I have an extra ticket. And you said, no,
And
I
you
don't
weren't
like
talking to me,
them.
You were talking to your real friends, apparently.
Yeah, I must have been, because I saw some of them at the show and I got a poster. And the funny part is our old studio down the hall was the green room for the show.
That was kind of fun.
So anyway, got a little Suicide Machines Michigan Weekender poster there. It's not too bad. I thought that was kind of neat.
Who'd they play with?
I don't know. I didn't make it in time. I got here about a third of the way through their set.
Oh.
Because I literally had drove straight from Washington, D.C. to here
to
go to the show. All right, I got a few things. So foreshadowing.
Do I have time to go grab my drink while you do this?
Yeah, you got plenty of time. Foreshadowing. And this is not it. But we're going to be doing an episode about a series of a game at some point in the near future. So I started to grab some of those. See how many of these I can get out here. It's a very popular series with a number of games associated with it. Let's see what we got here. What? Live now in this economy?
So what were you saying about Josh Byerly?
What about him? That you buy stuff from him all the time?
Yeah.
You do? I didn't get most of these from Josh. I got a couple of them. Dude, I didn't get these from him. All these ones with stickers that I stole from Kyle.
Oh,
I didn't get these from him. I didn't get this. How do you guys feel about Tiger Woods? You ever play the Tiger Woods golf games?
Yeah.
Because I got all of them. This is the best part is, if you look at this, it represents about $32 worth of games altogether. And you've never seen happier people in your life than the store owners who sold me these.
Yeah.
They're like, he did it. The fool showed up and bought them. Anyway, we're going to eventually do, I only play Tiger Wolf golf. Oh, okay, that's good.
That was pretty good.
I'm very proud of you for that one, Chris. That was good. Okay. Anyway.
The Canadian who likes Coey.
Yeah. What was that noise?
I don't know. Well, you got all kinds of
weird shit going on tonight.
One of the best things. Been hacked. It's that pie hole.
Maybe, yeah, but that's not here. That's down. That's at home. Most of the Xbox ones I did get from Josh. This is what kind of 2005 is my favorite. And funny you should say that, Kaylin. I have two. One from Josh, super nice, mint condition. One from Josh, sealed, 2005. Yeah. And he's pointing right at you saying, you should play this game. It's in the game, he said. Look at him. He's looking right at you.
Yeah.
You're next, he said. First it's the Swedish nanny, and then it's you.
Oh.
Yes, I do love the Tiger Wolf game, or Tiger Wolf games, the Tiger Woods games. And guess what?
Maybe that's what we'll call the episode.
Fun. The Tiger Wolf games. That's fine. I don't think I'm going to leave these on the set all night because there's a whole bunch of them. There's a fun variant.
Yeah.
Right? The Tiger Woods 99 PGA Tour Golf includes, if you find the right version, a fun little Easter egg. The first 100,000 copies of this game that came out, some jackass at EA Sports, somebody like me, was like, I'm going to sneak a copy of the South Park, the pilot, the whatever it's called, the Christmas one, right? Yeah. So they hid it on there as like a DAT file, like ZZXX whatever .dat. And on the first 100,000 copies, it has it. And you can tell by the stock number on the edge, the stock number, or the actual UPC, and then the number on the manual and the disc.
Yeah.
So I went and verified it, and sure enough, it is. So
did they have two of them where you got that?
They did. I left the other one for our friend Mikey. Yeah. And then you know what's funny? I found another one today while I was running around looking for this stupid game. Oh. And I left it there because I didn't need another one. And it's not a super expensive variant, but it's just kind of a fun one. I went and grabbed the file off of it, put it on the network, and played it, and sent you a picture of it playing. Yes. I was like, here you go, Spirit of Christmas, or whatever it's called. Yeah. So, but a fun little variant you should find. I think let's just tell people it's SLUS-00785 on the spine. The disc is, if you look right under the Tiger Woods logo, okay, right here where it says software 1998 Electronic Arts, all rights reserved. There's a number there. 791107. That is the disc that has the South Park video on it. And it kind of jives a little bit with the UPC on the back and all that good stuff.
I think it's the same UPC on the back.
I just looked. It's kind of different. But anyway, that's the disc you need to look for. 791107.
Yes.
Anyway, so then I got a couple other things.
While you're grabbing those, just to jump back, I know we keep talking about Josh.
What did I buy from Kyle? Oh, all those Tiger Woods games.
But Josh, that dude had one of the Tiger Woods games.
That's it.
And
got him again.
It was a game that you wanted. And he's like, oh, it's real messy.
It was 2003.
Yeah, and he was like, I don't want to send you that one. It's kind of messy. And he sent it. It's perfect. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, it's in here.
Like, that guy is the best.
Oh, Josh is the best. I think it was 03. But anyway, yeah, he was worried that it was a little wavy and this and that. And so, anyway, I also bought a couple other things from him I should mention. Oh, I only need one more of the PSP games. If you see a Tiger Woods PGA Tour 08 for the PSP, I need it. Because I bought these today at Media Reload up in Saginaw. And the guy's like, so.
Tiger Woods fan, eh?
Tiger Woods on the PSP, huh? And I was like, yeah, we're going to do a show about it eventually. So, yeah.
Nothing but the best.
Nothing but the best, Clark. So, Tiger Wolf games all over the place. Tiger Woods. I also bought, from Kyle, I bought a couple things. We've been getting on a little bit of Guitar Hero kick. So I went and opened up my copy of Guitar Hero 3 and it was empty. So I went and bought a copy from Kyle because it's my favorite one. And then also Guitar Hero World Tour because he had it and I was going to play it.
I forgot I got a copy of Guitar Hero 3 from Kyle.
That's right. And
we both got a copy because I had a guitar still.
I also, I
forgot it first.
I bought a couple things from Josh, Byerly as well. A couple more sealed Xbox games because I'm a maniac. NFL Fever 2004 with our friend Peyton Manning on the cover. I do not have Nobunaga's Golf yet. Message me after the show. And then I had to get this. NHL Rivals 2004 with my hero, number 19 from Cranbrook, British Columbia.
Stevie White.
The captain, Stevie Yzerman. Get your shit together, Stevie and the Red Wings. Thank you, please. All right. And the last thing I got from our friend Kyle at Retro Replayed. Somebody came into a store and just handed him a DVD, what was it, a VCR/DVD recorder and a bunch of tapes. And he said, here, you can have them. And Kyle put the DVD recorder in his case with the remote for $10. And I'm like, dude, that thing's got to be worth $100. I guarantee it. So I think he changed the price or whatever. But he sold me the tapes super cheap that I wanted that he got for free, which was nice of him. So I grabbed a nice copy of Batman, the 1989 classic. This was the Tim Burton, Jack Nicholson, Michael Keaton, Prince. That whole it just sums up the era.
Yes,
this movie is a period piece.
Well, and some people say that the Jack Nicholson Joker is one of the best.
Some people do. Yeah. I think a lot of people like the Heath. They like the Heath Ledger.
He's good.
I got the flip side copy of Ghostbusters, which is like the second print of it, but I don't think I had a nice... Mine was kind of trash, and it's got this little flippy side. It should be right behind you, actually. Take a look. Is there a Ghostbusters up there? Right next to Friday the 13th? Yeah, right here. Does it have this little side flip? Oh, it does. It does. But that one's not as nice as mine. Yeah, see, that's why. Swap them out. That's for sale now.
How's the... Let's see what...
Oh, this tape's way better.
Oh, okay.
No need. I promise you. Then... I only had a clamshell version of Goonies, and this is the actual just standard slipcover copy, which I don't ever see this. I always see
such a good cover.
It's such a great cover, and you never see this one. You always see this clamshell one, which I think is right here. Yep. And I have nothing against clamshells, and it's the same kind of cover, but it's just like these things get in the fucking way.
Yeah.
These things are a nightmare. So I have both, and I'll just keep both because I'm a maniac. You gonna grade the VHS like a Tuesday dinner? Maybe.
Actually, you have one graded already.
That's right. That was an excellent Christmas gift.
It's right there.
It was an excellent Secret Santa gift. All right, so got Goonies, got the... Okay, then two more.
Yeah.
Okay? First thing, check this out. Street Fighter 2, the animated movie. How often do you see this? I'd say almost never. So that's going to go right over here.
You almost missed it.
I know.
I was like, oh, well, you need this. And you're like, no, I don't need it. I'm like, it's Street Fighter 2. And you're like, yeah, I need it.
I'm going to put it with my Tekken movie. I'm going to put it with my Fatal Fury movie, my Samurai Showdown movies.
Some good movies right there. Oh.
All right. But there's one more. Street Fighter 2 Dark Omen.
Oh.
I don't know what it is, but it's Street Fighter 2. And it's got Ryu and Sagat, and I think that's Ken. And is that M. Bison with the knife? You tell me. I think so. Or is that Balrog? See what I mean?
Oh,
I think it's Balrog. I don't know. Who cares? All right, give me a thing and put it away.
I don't know who that is now.
Yeah, well, look it up. All right. And I think that's pretty much what I bought. I have to think about it. Let me look around, make sure I didn't forget anything. But I think that's pretty much it.
Oh, it's 3 episodes. It's like a show.
Yeah, well, we're going to watch it because it says Street Fighter 2 5 on the side. I just noticed too, by the way. I don't know what that means. They got weird math over there in Japan. Japanimation. All right. So, Jay, all that aside,
yeah,
we're an hour into the show now.
That's it? You didn't have anything else?
I think that's it. Just the 40 Tiger Woods games that cost me 37 cents because I love Tiger Wolf games.
Oh, I did forget about one thing that we might need to look on eBay later.
Yeah?
My mom gave me something.
What?
She gave me a Sanyo Betamax player.
Oh, those are not worth anything.
And it is about the size. No, I want to buy some beta tapes.
Oh, the tapes are hard.
That thing is about the same size as my 1250, which is the giant Pioneer receiver.
Yeah, that's the big boy.
70s.
That's the big boy.
This Betamax VCR is about the same. I'm sorry. Yeah, Betamax VCR. Is it a VCR? Yeah, it's a VCR.
Yeah, it is.
It just wouldn't be a VHS.
It's not a VHS. It's a Betamax.
I don't understand how Beta didn't take off. It was a smaller tape.
Al Bundy had it.
Yeah.
Al Bundy. It was smaller tape, higher resolution.
I remember when I was a kid, when we got that, we'd go to Super City and rent videos.
Proprietary format because nobody else had them.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody else had the regular stuff.
Yep.
Betamax is great.
Yeah.
It's just hard to justify.
Well,
even then.
But that's what my thought is I bet I can look on eBay and find like lots of Betamax tapes for like nothing.
Nope.
Really?
I got bad news for you. Those are the expensive ones. You want a Betamax copy of? Oh yeah, there was not enough pornography. He's probably right about that. If you like Polish comedies from the 80s, it sounds like John's got you.
Yeah.
The problem is this. Any of these movies that you see back here on VHS, if you want them on beta, you're going to pay the premium. You'll pay the Nintendo premium, essentially. Think about that. Well, this game is on GameCube, and it's on this. The more expensive version is always going to be GameCube. Whatever it is. All right. So, yeah, Betamax is the memory stick of the 80s. They're always trying. Sony always wanted to develop the format that would become the standard, and they'd always create a rival format. Always. Blu-ray, HD. HD DVDs versus Blu-rays, same shit. Yeah. They're always trying to be the one okay, you're gonna license our technologies. That's what's gonna be adopted. Betamax didn't make it. They did not make the cut. Okay.
All right,
Jay, what are we here to talk about today?
We are here to talk about Tekken 3 for the arcade. Ooh,
and
PlayStation
and the PlayStation.
Yeah,
because that's the version sitting right in front of us. But we're talking about the why are we talking about the arcade version specifically?
Because to fit in line with our shows.
Don't say that.
What?
Just say it came out in 1997. This is episode 97. Don't tell them exactly why. Let them.
Because this is episode 97, and Tekken 3 for the arcade came out in 1997.
To abide by our rules,
yeah,
of doing a game that came out the year of the episode number that we are on, which we're nearing the end of now. At 97, we're going to end at 99 because 100, we're doing something else. But that's going to be the last year. This came out in the arcade in 1997.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Now, what about other platforms? We all know it came out in 1997 in the arcade. What about everything else?
So it originally was released March of 1997 in the arcade. It actually
that fits perfectly because it's episode 97.
I know. Who would
like
thunk
it? Me, you.
But
there were the only two.
Then they did release it on the PlayStation, which we have a couple copies here because, of course, we can't fit the arcade.
But that had to be later. That had to be later.
It was.
Okay.
It came out in Japan in March 26th of 1998, so a year after it came out on the arcade.
But that's only one more, really.
Yeah.
It's adjacent. You cannot be any closer.
No.
Okay, one. Okay, I'll give it.
And then May 1st, 1998 in the U.S.
Okay.
Or North America. And then, of course, Europe's always dragging behind. So September 12th of 1998 for Europe.
You know what I think about them? This.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so if you read the description of the live stream or this podcast episode, which you didn't, I'm going to tell you.
No, because they wouldn't still be here.
There's a common trope. It's not 100%, but it does happen. Fighting games tend to be the most how do you put this?
Storied?
Yeah, they have the biggest backstories of just about anything. Because when you think of a fighting game, you think two characters beating each other up.
Yeah.
But you're like, there doesn't need to be any more than it. But think about Mortal Kombat in that universe, or whatever it is. There's always this huge backstory. Tekken 3 is no exception. I am not going to belabor everybody. There'll be bits and pieces that I throw in, but I am not going to belabor you with the story of not only the game itself, but the characters. Because there's a lot of characters in this game, and there's a lot of things in this game. And if I sat here and told you the origin story of every one of the 22 playable characters in this game, we'd lose you in 90 seconds. We're probably going to anyway. I don't want to risk it, though. I don't want to make it happen.
Yeah.
I want you to make the decision on your own. I'm not going to force it. But
if we did that, we would go bankrupt.
I'll only say this. Yeah, exactly. We'll be broke.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll say this. Without getting into it, I'll tell that part of the story when we get to the character because I don't want to get into it. It's a fighting tournament. It's the King of the Iron Fist Tournament 3, okay? And there's a lot that leads up to it, and there's a lot that comes out of it. And if you're a Tekken lore guy, then God bless you, man. Holy cow. There's so much going on. I can't keep up. It's like Metroid where you're like, oh, this is simple. And you're like, no, you're on the planet Zebes and these dickhead birds are actually your parents. And you're like, what? Why are they trying to kill me then? What's happening? They weren't. Anyway, Speaking of which, before we get too deep into it, Jay, do you know what tomorrow is? Do you know? Tomorrow is new.
Trash day.
Tomorrow is new Metroid Prime Day.
That's why I still don't have a Switch 2.
Metroid Prime 4 release date, December 4th, 2025. Let it be screamed from the mountaintop that we've made it. And Jay's favorite video game series has finally gotten another sequel. Finally, we did it. Yeah!
So, Tekken 3.
So Tekken 3 is a 3D fighting game.
Yes.
And I would say, man, okay. AKA the greatest day of Jay's life. Yes. Until he finishes Expedition 33. To this point, now Tekken 3 is obviously the third installment of the Tekken series. It's a fighting game. A lot of the characters that are in the first two, not a lot, but a few of them have returned.
Yeah.
But essentially, not as many as you'd expect from Tekken 2 show up. You're like, okay, where are all these people? And then again, this is where the backstory stuff comes in where I'm not going to get into it. But you find out, well, this tournament takes place 15 years after that one. So it explains a lot of things. You're like, oh, okay, this is this person's kid, and this is why this guy has a beard, and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So, I get it. I never read any of this shit when I was a kid. I didn't care. I still don't care that much now. But anyway. But Tekken is, Namco developed Tekken. It was a huge hit in the arcade. So you had your 2D fighters, right? You had your Mortal Kombats, your Street Fighters, etc. Then here comes Virtua Fighter and all that stuff, and Battle Arena Toshinden, and then Tekken. Mm. And man, we played a lot of Tekken. It takes a little getting used to, right? The physics of it was a little different, but it is a 3D fighter, right? Like it's 3D polygon style. It's not sprites anymore, right?
Yeah.
And there's a lot going on in this game, okay? So one of the things I like about it is that you kind of have these like dial-a combos, right? Whatever they call those things, where if you press the right buttons in a sequence, they all have a 10-hit combo or multiple 10-hit combos. Yeah. Where you can, if you do these things in the right timing and sequence, you can run a 10-hit combo, and most of them are like 70 to 100% damage if you hit the whole thing, and you can just waste somebody with them if you know what you're doing. But it also has like unblockable moves in it. So like things like one of the characters will stab you with a sword. Or one of the things I found as a recurring theme in this game is, you know what's unblockable in this game? When a character farts on you. Because there's more than one that farts on you, and you can't block the fart. Just like real life.
It's fair.
It is fair.
Yeah.
Like the big, I won't get into the characters yet, but one of them just sits down and is like, and this big cloud comes out and there's, guys, 50% of his life taken away by a fart.
I had my mouth open.
You got me. My mouth is open. So it has these unblockable moves, which are, kind of slow to develop. Mm-hmm. And you can see like when you do them, that your character flashes a little bit.
Yeah.
And like one of the characters will pull way back and he'll go BAM!
Or they'll swing their arm around.
Yep. Or they'll, or one of them will just go pow! You're like, oh, geez. So that's cool. And then one of the things I thought was interesting is they started to really incorporate sidestepping, right? Where like if you're looking at an opponent head on, you could either jump over him, back up, or go forward, right? That's your three options. Here, you can get out of his line of attack. You can sidestep, step to the left a couple times, and then with that, you could do different throws from the side. Like you can, just like most fighting games, if you get close enough to a character, you put in the right input keys, you can grab them and do a throw.
Yeah.
Each character in this game has so many moves, and they all have a million different throws and all this stuff. But one of the things you can do is sidestep, and then you have like sidestep throws and shit like that. One of my favorite parts of this game,
and it was new to this game,
one of my favorite parts are the reversals, the counters. Somebody will go to kick you, and if you have good enough, quick twitch reflex, you can counter it and grab him and go, pow! Oh, you thought you were going to kick me? I'll just grab your fucking leg and throw you around. How's that sound? I love doing that. Oh, it's my favorite. I got you with it in the arcade.
Mm-hmm.
It's you're never expecting it. No matter how many times you've played that game, you go to attack somebody, you're never expecting to get reversed. And every time it happens, it's like, yeah, gotcha, bitch. Every time in my head, that's all I can think of is Chappelle talking to Oprah. Gotcha, bitch. Hit the mic. Anyway, you can taunt in this game.
Yep.
One of the taunts is farting at somebody, like kind of, no, not Anna. Who's the other machine? Nah, whatever. Nancy, whatever. Who cares? She turns around, like waves her ass at you and says, oh yeah, come get it, bitch. You know, like there's like all weird taunts in this game.
Oh, I think that's Anna that does that.
But is she wearing a red dress? Nina.
Yes.
Okay. We'll get to all the characters. And then one of the things I really liked about this game as well, compared to the first two, is the jumping. If you've ever jumped in Battle Arena Toshinden or Virtua Fighter, especially the early ones, you just float in the air forever.
Yes.
This one, it's more grounded, right? You don't jump into the air. You can't like jump over somebody like you used to, like way up in the air, right? It just doesn't work the same way. Plus, you can also backstep really well. You can get away from somebody. In the first two games, you couldn't get away from them as quickly. Whereas in this one, if you backstep, you like back away from them far enough where they can't get to you.
Yeah.
So that's important too. But that's a little bit just about the actual gameplay mechanic of it, right? 3D fighting game. The arcade itself, we'll get to that in the development. Never mind, I'll talk about that later. How many fighters are there in this game, Jay, that you can play as?
22.
And I think there's really only 10 that you start with, and that the other 12 have to get unlocked.
Yes.
So I think there's 10 that you start, 9 or 10, and then the rest all have to get unlocked.
And if you go by the arcade version, there's only 20.
That's right. So the
two of them are specific to the PlayStation.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that right now.
Yes.
Two of these characters, when you unlock, they are only unlockable in the PlayStation, and we'll kind of talk about who they are and how.
Yep.
But I kind of broke this down more so by like, who are the returning characters from Tekken 1 and or 2, and who are the new characters. So, Jay, tell me a little bit about the returning characters.
So returning characters, these characters have actually been in the prior two games. So Tekken 2, and now Tekken 3.
Exactly what I just said.
Oh, okay.
Let me tell you real quick. Jay doesn't know the legend here. Anything that's italic is an unlockable character. Okay? Standard is somebody that's in the game by default. And the number over here represents how many times you must beat the game with different characters to in turn unlock them. If there's nothing next to them like these two, I'll go into how you unlock those.
Fair enough.
So that's what that is. So you want to get into it here? Go for it.
I will. So the returning characters are, and I'm just going to go in the order that's listed here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Is Anna,
Yep.
Heihachi Mishima,
Yep.
Lei Wulong, Nina Williams,
Mm-hmm.
Paul Phoenix, and Yoshimitsu.
And none of those last names are on the sheet, by the way, folks.
Nope, I know,
because he's
because
a
I'm a
huge nerd.
nerd.
And 2 of those are unlockable characters.
Yep.
4 of those are standard characters.
Lei, Nina, and Paul are all standard. And
Yoshimitsu.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
And then Anna and Heihachi are unlockable. And to unlock them, you have to play the game 5 times. And
You have to beat it with 5 different people to unlock Anna.
And then with 7 different people to unlock Heihachi.
Correct.
Yes.
All right. Now, let's get to this next list of 16 fighter, whatever it is, as quickly as we can. Talk about all of them except the console exclusives. We'll talk about those at the end.
Okay. So the new characters in the game are Brian.
Yeah. He's a undead cyborg.
Yep. Eddie.
Yep. He's
Eddie Gordo.
Eddie Gordo. Yep. Who his parents were killed by the corporation that Heihachi now owns, and he's out for justice. This is what I mean, folks. The stories are
we're giving the short versions.
You're giving you the super short versions here. Okay.
Then there's Gunjack.
So we should probably talk about Jack in general and what Jack is. Jack is like a giant robot that's like a military robot, right?
Yes.
And there's Jack, there's Jack 2, there's Gunjack. There's different versions of the Jack.
Yes, there's basically
just a big, muscly looking
1.0,
robot.
2.0,
Yeah.
2.5, whatever you want to say. But
Yep.
the Gunjack was the
Yeah, he's the one that's he has
newest
gun.
version, yes.
Yeah, and he's the one that does the unblockable where
Yes.
it's literally an unblockable where the more times that you spin the controller in a counterclockwise fashion, the longer he winds up and the more powerful it is. So he'll sit there and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pow!
Yep.
I just want to yell pow tonight. I don't know what it is. I just want to
That's
scream.
like the 4th time you've read
I
it.
know. I'm
I
into
love
it. I'm into it.
Love
it. Okay. So
there's
yeah.
Eddie, there's Gunjack, there's
Hwoarang.
Hwoarang.
And he is a pain in the ass. He's kind of a pain in the ass in the game, I think. I like playing as him.
Yes.
But he's like a jujitsu kung fu kind of guy.
Yep.
Yeah, good.
Then there is Jin.
Mm-hmm.
Jin.
Doesn't matter. Keep going.
Trying to remember his last name.
And Juice.
Yes, Jin and Juice. Julia.
Yep.
There's King too.
You know, as opposed to regular King. King is a wrestler who wears a tiger head.
Yes.
Who we love.
Oh, Julia is the daughter of Michelle, who was in the previous game.
You're getting into the lore.
I'm just
Yeah,
giving.
you're right. You're right. She's wearing the coonskin cap or whatever it is. You know. Yeah.
And then Kuma 2.
Kuma 2 is awesome. It's a giant bear.
Yes.
And then Kuma 2 has its own skin in this game, which is it's a costume swap. It's not a completely different character, and that character's name is
I don't know.
Panda.
Oh yeah,
you know Panda.
I couldn't remember.
And you fight. This is the character that
I knew it was a panda. I didn't
the
know it was
unblocked.
just
Yes,
Panda.
his name is Panda, and he is the pet of the last character here. But then we'll get to that.
Yes.
But the Kuma is the character that will turn around and sit on the ground and fart at you.
Yes.
And go. It's
then
pretty funny.
Then there is Law.
Yep. This is the son of Martial Law.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, yes. The Bruce Lee of the group.
I think Forest Law is his name.
Forest Law is his name, yes.
And then
Mokujin?
Yep, Mokujin, which is that's the wood dude, right?
Yeah, he's the tree guy. He's like
he's like a fighting dummy, basically.
He looks like a tree, but made of wood.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like an old karate fighting dummy. Like if you watch Karate Kid or whatever, and they're fighting, they got the wire frame with the wood board arms and the face and all that.
It's yes.
Kind of the same thing. Then there's Ogre, who is the
penultimate boss.
Yes. Then there's the
Panda.
The palette swap, which is Panda.
Yep.
Then there's Tiger, which is the palette swap of Eddie.
Yep. He looks like if you ever played Interstate 76 back in the day, he looks like he was in the Mod Squad. He's Eddie, but with an afro and platform shoes and bell bottoms.
Yes.
That's what he looks like.
Then there's True Ogre, which is the
boss.
Yes.
He's the big boy that what Ogre becomes. And Ogre's the asshole of this game.
Yes.
He's the boss who's killing everybody and pissing everybody off, and that's who they're out to get.
Yep. And then there is Ling Zhao Yu.
Ling Zhao Yu, and her pet is Panda. And of course, I found this out today. We talked about how you can unlock them beating the games for a specific number of times. You can also unlock them by playing a specific number of times with a character, but you also can unlock things like Ling's a schoolgirl outfit. You play with Ling 50 times, and then you go do something, and then you can play in a schoolgirl outfit. What are the odds?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Odd and creepy at the same time.
Moving on.
So, yeah.
Man.
And then with those characters, I'm not going to go into how many times to unlock.
No, you want to know that
you
stuff.
Have 1, 2,
send us a message. We'll
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them they have to be unlocked. They are not default characters in the game.
Now let's talk about the 2 console exclusives. This was in 98 now.
Yes.
Okay. It's 98 and on. On the console exclusive for the PlayStation, there are 2 characters you can unlock that are not a part of the arcade.
Yep.
Who are those characters, Jay?
One is, I always say his name wrong, Dr. Boskanovich.
I don't know.
I think I might have got it right. Dr. Boskanovich.
It's like Boskovanovich or something, yeah.
And he's actually the doctor that made Yoshimitsu.
Yes. And you can only unlock him by playing one of the modes. You have to play the, whatever it's called, Tekken Ball.
Yeah.
And we'll get to that mode in a minute and what that is. But you got to beat... No, I take that back. That's the other character. To be the doctor, you have to finish Tekken Force 4 times.
Yes.
And we'll get to what that mode is. There are so many modes in this game, too. This is why we cannot spend all night.
On the PlayStation.
Yes. Yes.
So not in the arcade.
No,
came out in
1997. The 97 arcade.
Yeah.
Just like episode 97.
Yep.
You guys read me? I think you do. Okay.
Then the other character is Gone.
Gone. Yeah, and he's like a guest star from another, some manga series or something I read. I don't know much about Gone.
Yes. And he is a little tiny orange dragon with boxing gloves.
Who also farts at you.
Yes.
And shoots fireballs and shit.
Looks like, I can't remember the kangaroo's name. There was a kangaroo in Tekken 2 that was a boxer.
Roo.
No.
Kangaroo.
I'm going to have to look that up in a second.
But
I'll do that while you're explaining the different modes
of the
game.
Okay.
I got plenty of time.
Jeez, you got all day. There are, let me count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I won't count the last one. We'll say 8 modes, okay? There's the arcade mode, which is just you versus the computer trying to defeat the game and beat Ogre and True Ogre and getting the ending. And the more times you do that with more different characters, the more characters you unlock, right? Then there's the versus. That's just player versus player, you know. Two people choose their character, they fight, best of 3 rounds, right? Or whatever it is. I guess you could do best of 1 as well. Like you could do a 1-1, win 1 or win 2, right?
Yeah.
Then there's the team battle, and holy shit. Was it Roger Jr.? Is that right?
Roger, yeah.
Okay. Well, thank John. Team battle, you can choose up to 8 fighter teams each. And you fight each other in like this endless match where you like, I picked 1/3 of the characters. I also picked 1/3 of the characters. And then you fight until somebody has defeated all 8 of the other guys' characters. But it can be 2 versus 2, 3 versus 3, all the way up to 8 versus 8. And if you do it against the computer, you don't know what 8 they got. You don't know what 8 they picked. When you choose your 8, you don't know which ones they chose. Then there's the time attack. This is where you're trying to beat all the stages of the game and beat the game as quickly as you can, and it keeps track of how much time in game you fought. And there's, I don't know, whatever, records. What are you reading? What are you're thinking about something there?
Oh, no, I was just looking. I read how to get, so Gone, you have to beat him in Tekken Ball.
Yeah, I'm going to get to those things right now.
Okay.
That's Force and, yeah,
we were going back and forth between Dr. Boskanovich and Gone.
Yep, but they're all right here. We're getting to that right now.
Okay, good.
So then there's survival mode. And that is how many fighters you can defeat with a single bar of health. So you'll fight a person, you have to defeat them completely. And if you do, you get a little health back, I think, depending on your performance.
Yeah.
And then you fight the next person, and you're trying to see how many you can beat in a row. Now, if you set the record, one of the 2 ways that you can unlock Gone is to set the record for survival and then put your name in, because you get to put your initials in, right?
Yeah.
Like I did with the Donkey Kong machine at Hardwired Arcade, because you know why. Anyway, I just love being arrogant sometimes, like, you know why.
That's right.
But if you put your name in as Gone, G-O-N, you will unlock Gone as a playable character by getting the top score in the survival, like having survived the most people. Now, Tekken Force. Actually, no, I'm going to do Tekken Ball first, because that's the one that you also can unlock Gone. Tekken Ball is a mode where you play volleyball, essentially, with like a ball that can hurt each other.
Yes.
So you do a fighting move to kick this giant rainbow volleyball at the other character, and if it hits them, or if it lands behind them and they don't hit it back to you, they take damage.
Yes.
If you defeat Gone in Tekken Ball, you unlock him that way as well. Okay. Next, Tekken Force. Tekken Force is another mode. It is literally Streets of Rage. It's Streets of Rage. You're walking through a level. You're fighting these enemies that aren't in any other part of the game. Like, I forget, like Bat and Dark or whatever their names are. I forget what their names are. And like, they are like power-ups, like a turkey. Like, like really a turkey? Like, is this seriously Streets of Rage? You got fucking techno music thumping all over the place. People eating turkeys out of the street. Just pure madness.
Pure madness.
Anyway. Then I would say, and also, Dr. Bogdanovich, or whatever his name is. Boskanovich, whatever. To unlock him, you must beat the Tekken Force game 4 times, that mode, and earn bronze, silver, gold, and then a 4th time. Once you beat it a 4th time, you will fight him as the end character, and then in turn unlock him as a playable character. And he does a lot of Yoshimitsu's moves. Yeah. I saw him do a thing where he like stabbed a guy with like a test tube or something. He did the whole wind up and stabbed him, and then the dude just sat there going, like he got stabbed like electricity or something over and over until he died. Huh. It was like it was unblockable move. Huh. Anyway, okay. Then there's theater mode. This was new to this. I believe this was new to this in the U.S.
Yes,
they only have this in Japan for version 1 and 2. And because it's hard for us to remember because we played a lot of the Japanese one.
Yeah.
I always forget and conflate them because, funny story about Tekken, Jay and I bootlegged a copy of the Japanese game, and that's what we played a huge majority at the house. And we would train up and then go to the arcade and kick some fucking ass and do like fucking Jack's 100% combo where he's throwing people around and king and all that shit. Oh, yeah. So great. Okay. But theater mode lets you replay all the cinematics from the endings of the game that you've unlocked, right, when you beat them. And it also lets you like watch not just the endings, but the cinematics themselves, like the intro and all that, and play the music from the game. And let's see, once you beat arcade mode with 10 different fighters, probably the stock 10 or whatever, that's how you unlock theater mode. And then the last mode, if you will, I won't even call it a mode, the last part is almost it's like this might be my favorite part of this game. It's so dumb. Not talking about a game. Not a game. We talking about practice. Not a game. The practice mode in this game is so good. You want to learn the button combinations for a 10-hit combo? Cool. Go to practice mode, choose the player you want to learn, and choose the combo, and it will show it to you. In this game, it did not show you when you should press the buttons, although I know I've seen that in other Tekken games before, but it shows you the button sequence and that you should practice with. And it also shows you how many hits you've hit. In Tekken 3, it shows you whether you hit them high, medium, or low, like in their hitbox, and it shows you the percentage of the combo. It's amazing. You want to learn truly, like some pattern recognition and all that stuff. The practice mode of Tekken 3 is, every fighting game should have this. Because you're like, and it's complicated. Like I was today, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to toss on old Paul. I'm going to toss on Yoshimitsu. I used to use those guys a lot. I know they're 10-hit combos. And I'd get about halfway through and I'm like, oh, fuck. I can't remember. So I go to practice mode. Oh, yeah. I got to wait a little bit longer. I got to wait a little longer for the 6-button press. If you watch it while you're pressing the buttons, you can see when you should probably, okay, now I got to transition to where he starts spinning and stabbing. Yeah. Because that's a lot of Yoshimitsu's game, is spinning and stabbing. That's why they call them all spin and stab. But I love the practice mode in this game. It is a great way to learn how to play the game and in turn then go to the arcade and wreck ass. Oh, and by the way, Jay, we might be taking a trip to Kalamazoo because somebody has a disassembled dedicated Tekken 3 cab for $200. And he said it worked before he put it away. And he's an arcade guy. And even if it doesn't, for $200, it's worth it. So we might have to go to Kalamazoo. Don't tell anybody. Luckily, nobody's listening.
Am I going to get my first arcade cab?
You're not getting. I'm buying this shit. What are you talking about?
Son of a bitch.
Come on. Maybe.
You got enough. Share the wealth, man.
It's a Lost Joystick Network arcade. It goes in the arcade. Anyway, maybe.
Actually, I'd probably get my ass kicked if I came home.
You would just keep it in my house anyway, so sure, buy it, Jay. You can pay it. That's fine. I don't care. Buy it. All right, so that's a little bit about the gameplay. Jay, tell me a little bit about the development. We're not going to get too deep into this, okay?
Well, the developer, of course, was Namco. We talked about that a little bit already.
Yep.
And the publisher in North America was Namco. Yep. And in Europe was actually the Sony Computer Entertainment, which is PlayStation.
Yeah, exactly.
So this was the first game released using Namco's System 12 arcade hardware conversion to the PlayStation. It took almost 8 months.
So yes, essentially this game, like Tekken 1 and 2 were on Namco's System 11 arcade. So, and that was basically the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Okay. So getting 1 and 2, like picture perfect over onto the PlayStation was no problem. And that's one of the things I loved about it was you had the game at home. Okay, this is it, man. You want to test and trial and learn, you can do it. And you want to take it into the arcades and confront a stranger in public. Be ready. That's how you prepared yourself. So it was, I have no idea what this means. They look like old chickens eating old chicken food. I don't even know what that means either. I'll take it as a compliment because I can't take it any other way. But then comes Tekken 3 on System 12. So it required a little redacting, right? You couldn't just do a one-for-one transition, and you kind of had to they had to change the backgrounds, which were fully rendered 3D, to panoramic 2D. They had to pull back the polygon count. The sound was a little different. They just had to change a little bit here and there. It was not perfect, but also you're now 3 years almost into 2.5 years into a console's life. You're trying to take the most modern platform you have and squeeze it into that, right? So I can see where you might have had some challenges, and it took them a little bit longer than usual to do it. So,
which, if you compare these two games, or compare this to the original Tekken, it's literal leaps and bounds.
It looks different. A million times better.
Yes.
It's just not as good as the arcade, whereas 1 and 2 are almost arcade perfect. I'd say they're very close. Okay, so Jay, talk a little bit about the reception of this game. I'm going to start by saying this. Everywhere I looked, this game was lauded with praise. Metacritic had this game rated as a 96 out of 100 and being the second best PlayStation game of all time and the 9th best arcade game of all time.
Wow.
EGM, this was the first game in 3 years that got a perfect 10 from EGM at the time in 97, 98. Next Generation said, quote, "There is no better fighting game on this system or any other. This game was a like you cannot. I don't know how to put it. It was a smash hit. It's like I wouldn't say universally loved, but much like Expedition 33, most people would agree that it is a classic. Okay, so now we got a little trivia here for you, Jay.
Oh boy!
All right, how many copies of Tekken 3 sold worldwide, and follow up to that, how many sold on the launch day in Japan?
I'm going to say 2 million sold worldwide.
No.
Too high or too low?
That is considerably too low.
Oh.
No, not 2 million.
8 million.
8.3 million.
Oh, wow.
That makes it, and I'll get to the Japan thing in a second, but that makes it what? Where does that put it on the list of best-selling PS1, PSX, PlayStation games of all time?
4.
5th.
Oh.
Can you name the top 4?
Oh, God.
These actually should be pretty easy.
Of PlayStation?
Think about the PlayStation games you see the most. I could name the top 10, I think, without even looking at the list, and I have 5 of them in front of me. I think I know the other 5.
Trying to think PlayStation. I can't think PlayStation games.
I can tell you.
Just tell me.
Number 4, Final Fantasy VIII. Okay, 8.6 million. Number 3, Gran Turismo 2.
Oh, shit.
9.37 million. What do you think number 2 is? It's a sequel to one of those.
Gran Turismo?
You had a 50-50 shot and you failed.
Oh,
Final Fantasy VII. 10.23 million. And the best-selling game of all time on the PlayStation, Gran Turismo, 10.85 million. So it is the only fighting game. There's a racing game, an RPG, and a fight, and it's the only one that doesn't have a sequel with it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Now, back to my other question. Harry Potter is 11. That's one higher than 10. I would also say I didn't look at the list past this, but if I had to guess based on the games I've seen that are out there and the number of copies that exist, Metal Gear Solid is in the top 10. Both Crash Bandicoot 1 and 2 are in the top 10. After that, like, I think that maybe the other Harry Potter game, I don't know, like if it's 11, like you said, whatever, but I would guarantee at least Metal Gear and the 2 Crash Bandicoots are in the top 10. I'm almost sure of it. Now, how many copies of this game sold in Japan on the launch day, allegedly, according to Japan?
Million copies.
1 million.
Oh.
Yep. 1 million copies of this game. That is correct. I think you read my notes.
No, I actually didn't.
I know, I'm just kidding.
That
All
was
right.
literally a stab in the
Now, silence. Moby Games does their own like review of games, right? They'll say you get a Moby score, whatever it is, and that's an amalgam of reviews of the time, reviews of the past, and public opinion versus critic opinion. All that stuff goes into this Moby Games score. I'm not sure how they account for it. Moby Games has a list of the best arcade games and the best PlayStation games. This was number 3 all time on the best arcade games. It was wedged between number 4, Metal Slug 3, and number 2, Daytona USA. And then they had number 1 was the Metal Slug something, I forget. But something story or something, I forget. But that, like, number 3 all time in the arcade, Tekken 3.
It's pretty good.
Moby Games, from a PlayStation perspective, had it number 6. Think about the PlayStation's library. Oh, he says Harry Potter's at number 5 in the article. Somebody's lying. It's either the people from Sony Interactive or those Namco people, or possibly Square or Sony. I said them twice. Think about how many PlayStation games there are. To be in the top 10 of that library, that's amazing. That's got to be something good. Now, Jay, what was it wedged between?
Number 5 was Resident Evil 2.
Another game that people like.
Number 7, I think another game people like. Metal Gear Solid.
It is Metal Gear Solid. Yeah. So that's what we're dealing with here from a public perception and reception. This game is kind of like, I would say again, universally lauded with praise. Yeah. Very few people were like, And it's such an interesting time in games, too. It is such a divisive time in gaming. This is that time when it's like, oh, you're playing Castlevania? That's a 2D sprite-based game, you baby. You're like, fuck you, it's good, okay?
You said that, all it makes me think about is when in Back to the Future 2, when he turns on Wild Gunman. You're like, you have to use your hands? That's a baby.
It's like a baby's toy. It's like a baby's toy.
Elijah Wood.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. But it's one of those games that people in general really love. And I get that it's not for everybody. If you don't like fighting games or whatever. But I'm saying, at that time, he's got the shirt. At that time, there was this like division where it's like, oh, you're playing some baby game. If you're playing a sprite-based game or a 2D game or something like that, that was old and dumb. Mm-hmm. And this was the new hotness. And I'm like, can't they both be good? Like, Street Fighter 2 is still good. It didn't get less good because this exists, right? Anyway. And, man, there's active to this day, there are, what now? We're on Tekken 8? Is that right?
Do you want me to rattle the list off again?
No need. We're good.
Yes, 8 is the most recent.
Because you've got Tekken, Tekken 2, you got Tag Tournament, Dark, blah, blah, this, and blah, blah, blah. So we're all the way up to Tekken 8. It's a very active and popular series. Wilson was asking me about it. He's like, have you played Tekken 8? And I'm like, I'm going to go back and play Tekken 2 and 3 if I'm going to play any of them.
I've got 8 for the PS5.
Yeah, I know. Well, and speaking of that, apparently Tekken 5 is on the PS5, and people are really enthused by it. I need to get it. You were talking about you played it.
I played 3.
That's what I mean. Tekken 3, man. I'm sorry.
Tekken 3.
I said 2. I know I said 2. I'm sorry. I heard myself just now.
Yeah,
say
it's on the PlayStation.
So Tekken 3 is on the PS5.
It's on the PS5 store, and it was $10. And it's the original game, but they cleaned it up. Like, they cleaned up some of the polygons on it. Like, it's smooth. You know, normally when they take like an old game and, you know,
it's hard to polish it. Yeah,
it looks like an old game.
Yeah.
This one, they actually cleaned it up a little bit. It's still the original. I mean, you can tell it's a game from 1997 in the arcade.
Meanwhile, Soul Calibur is decaying in its grave. So sad. Yeah. It's true.
I loved Soul Calibur back in the day.
They had the weapons. They had all like, I get it. But man, it's true. Yeah. But meanwhile, Tekken is still running rampant.
Yes.
All right. So, Jay, we talked about the PS5. We don't have to get too much into the modern stuff.
Yeah.
Tell me, where can you play this today?
Well, you can play it, of course, at the arcade.
Where it came out in 1997, just like the episode number 97.
That's right.
Aligning with our episode number year thing.
Yeah.
Go on.
You can also play it on the PlayStation.
Yep. That's the copyright over my shoulder here.
Yep. You can play it on the PlayStation 5, like I was talking on.
The Classic.
If you want to download it from the shop.
Yep. It's on the Classic as well.
Yes, it's on
it was part of the shitty release of the Classic that people fixed. And then talk about this last one. How familiar are you with this last place that you could play it? Familiar with that at all?
Modern compilations?
Right here, where it says, where can you play it today? Arcade, PlayStation Classic, and then...
Bleemcast?
You say that like you have no idea what that is.
I actually don't.
Are you? You're not familiar with Bleem?
No.
Bleem was an emulator that allowed you to play, in this case, PlayStation games on a Dreamcast.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Guess what happened? Guess what happened to them?
They got sued?
Correct.
Huh.
And they didn't lose, but guess what happened to them? The Classic. We don't have enough money to defend ourselves, so we'll just give up.
Oh.
Thank you, large corporations. Keep that in mind, guys, when you support corporations for whatever fucking reason you might do that. I'm here just to increase shareholder value, everybody. Anyway, enough of that. Bleemcast
I've never heard of Bleemcast.
Yes. I used it back in the day because I was a dirty pirate.
Oh, I had a Dreamcast for like a minute.
Yeah.
I think the only thing I ever played on it was NBA 2K.
Well, here's the deal. There was this vision that they were going to sell like an adapter where you could plug a PlayStation controller into a Dreamcast, and they were going to do all these libraries of games, and you'd be able to play everything on there. They did 3. Guess the other 2. You've got Tekken 3, one of the 5 best-selling games of all time. Guess the other 2 games that were emulated There was a Bleemcast boot disc for them.
There's two I can. Well, it depends. I'm going to go two ways here. I can either say it's Tekken 1 and Tekken 2.
Nope.
Or I'd say it's Gran Turismo 2.
Gran Turismo is one of them. The first Gran Turismo, I'll give you that.
In Final Fantasy.
No.
Oh, shit.
What's the next PlayStation game you think of?
Metal Gear.
Exactly. Metal Gear Solid. Those are the three games. And I believe you can still find these out there today. Bleemcast you could find, and it would work on your Dreamcast to play these games as on your Dreamcast.
Well, I need to get a Dreamcast and get Bleemcast and play Tekken 3.
Or
I could pay the $10 and download it to my PlayStation.
Or I could give you one of the 10 PlayStations that I have that work.
Fair enough.
And you could maybe find a copy of this game. We'll talk about that too.
Yeah.
I remember Daytona, I think. That was a Sega game.
Was it?
Yeah, they had that guy singing the song.
Oh, yeah.
Mele Kiliki Mako is a thing to say. That's not the song.
Oh.
Okay, now it is time for the LJN Game Ratings. I'm going to start by saying this. There is no review from Sashimi Z. I wish there was, because I'd really like their thoughts on this one, but maybe we'll get them eventually. I thought I gave them ample time this time, but it happens. We're all busy. Time of year, jobs, you know.
Shazimi and Steve been on vacation, haven't they? They went on a fucking cruise, didn't they?
I don't care where Steve went. I do not care. I don't care. John says he's got extra Dreamcast. Hit him up. He's already supposed to ship us a box.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
I'm guessing there's probably a couple Dreamcasts across the hall.
I don't know if there is. Not that work.
No.
There's a lot of things.
We stacked down the Saturn.
I need to get a life. Okay, who we calling first?
Well, John.
Let me call teams here. Let me get my teams up.
You're calling teams?
Everybody loves teams. We love increasing the shareholders' value. I'm going to call John and get a drink because I am out of my drink. That was a good drink. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's hope this works.
Hello.
Putting his fighting gloves on again for the first time in a while. The toughest guy from Kansas City joining the Iron Fist tournament. Mr. Famicom Box himself, so that's what Tyler says I have to call him. Retro Game Enthusiast, John Young. The toughest guy around, wearing fighting gloves and drinking Mr. Pibb. John, how are you, sir?
Why'd you drop out making pop so soon?
Hello? John? Is this thing on?
He's muted.
John, unmute yourself.
John, you've muted yourself. There must be some hijinks going on. He probably doesn't want anybody to hear his dog barking on this conference call.
Oh.
Yeah, many dogs I have. Hey, can you hear me okay?
I can. How are you? Everything
Good.
going okay? Do you need a call
Yeah,
back?
I got. Yeah, if you want. No, I got these new headphones, and it's they have the beautiful feature of touching the side of it does something, and apparently it mutes.
Muting.
Yeah, I need to figure out how to turn them off. They were like super expensive headphones that were like $300 off. So I either bought underpriced, overpriced headphones, or whatever. But I think I can turn it off.
Don't turn your head certain ways too quickly, or tap your finger and your middle finger and your thumb together.
Hand gestures. Don't do them.
Yeah, don't just. You just need to sit still and look straight
Sit
ahead
still, put
for
your
the
hands on your
duration
lap.
of the call.
You joke, but my AirPods, if I like pushed on one of those the wrong way, it would send this super high pitch sound
Mine does
into
the
my
same
one
thing.
good ear.
Yes.
Yeah.
It goes.
I think we talked about this. If you turn off all the like noise canceling nonsense, but I just decided to spend for over the ear headphones. Anyway, yeah. What's going on, guys?
Not much. What's going on with you? How you been?
Pretty good. Nothing too crazy. Life been kind of nuts. We got a bunch of snow in Kansas City, and by a bunch of snow, I mean like 5 inches.
Oh, that's more than we got.
Not much. That's about what we got.
Yeah.
And then we're getting hit tonight too.
Yeah.
Oof. Well, it's melting here, so And we'll get some digital picture frames for the family. And none of them listen to this, so they're not going to find out about it. But we're going to do the give everybody a digital picture frame so we don't have to like be Instagram friends anymore.
Oh, nice.
Here you go. Leave me alone.
I'm really concerned that either my mom is going to just post all of her photos, you know what I mean? Like, I'll just upload all my photos. Then they can see everything that's going on. Or it's just going to be me late night. Like, they want more cat photos. Let's see what ChatGPT thinks this photo looks like.
Nice.
I like the idea that I have in my head. I have this idea, like, you know, like you take a picture and it goes into like iCloud, or like you can have it automatically back up or whatever. Your mom's doesn't automatically back up; it just automatically posts to Instagram. Like every picture she takes, it just immediately creates a post, and then ChatGPT creates hashtags for it.
Not a horrible idea.
Yeah, well,
no. Other than that, Kosh and I were supposed to build some benches on our back deck, and then I got overzealous and decided to tear it down to the frame and rebuild it because we had some extra wood. So that was a fun weekend.
you've always got extra wood
sure.
laying around.
Yeah, well, tell me about it. No, this you go into Home Depot and you find all that discount wood.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
That's what they get you.
The twisty kind.
Yeah.
It's got
all the crooked wood.
what do they call it? Peyronie's disease? That wood has Peyronie's disease.
Oh, yeah, with the carrot.
Don't look that up, folks. And also, don't ask me why I know what it is. Anyway, I'm just kidding.
No, we don't need to talk about it. There was a lot of like, so I bought like some 2x12s that were like 15 foot long that were like shitty wood. So you just have to cut them up.
See, there's yellow wood, and then there's shitty wood.
Yeah.
I would probably buy the wood that doesn't call itself shitty wood, but what do I know? Don't call it shitty wood.
Hey, look, how long will this deck last?
Yeah, fair.
There you go.
What do I need it for? There's a whole bunch of jagged cement underneath when they tried to bust up the previous steps.
Ah, that's nice.
So if
nice
the wood
even.
gives away, I'll just well, hey, look, my leg's not even, so if I fall on it, maybe all right, I'm gonna push myself back on
Moving
track.
on. You ever play any fighting games on the PlayStation and/or arcade? Name them.
Yeah, actually, I think we've talked about a couple of Darkstalkers I got early on. I had the big box.
Love Darkstalkers. I need that big box Darkstalkers. I can't find a good one. Every time I find one that's missing the manual, it's a fucked up game. I hate it.
Not just that, but the glue on that one seems to come up a lot, or at least that's
it's that Resident Evil.
Indiana.
Yeah, no,
Get
it's
some of that tacky glue.
Same issue.
Tacky glue it down, buddy.
Red bottle.
Fuck them.
Gold top.
But not to talk about Dreamcast too much. I was more of a Virtua Fighter person, and I think we talked about this historically. Like, Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate was about my like pinnacle of willingness to learn about stuff, and the whole sidestepping thing, I was not interested. But
so you were more of a what?
That Virtua fighting.
Get off the stage!
Hey, look. You take that first game. Honestly, the first two Tekkens, I'm going to be a little bit of a hater on those two. Like, Virtua Fighter was a better game than those first two.
The first Virtua Fighter?
I would say the series as a whole. The first two, I would say, are better than the first two.
Virtua Fighter 15 was better than Tekken 1.
So let me get this right. You take the first two Tekkens and they suck. But the first Virtua Fighter, that's part of a series, guys. Okay, that's different.
No. I'm saying game for game, up until Tekken 3, Virtua Fighting was the better game. That's
so the first two, but
I
not
think.
the first one. So 2 is good. Just say it. No, I'm just kidding.
I would say, you know what? I liked 1. It was chunky in a weird way. Like the arcade cabinet was fun,
including the cartridge itself.
Hey, it was no War Gods.
Oh wait, no, Virtual Racing.
Actually. Virtual Racing, yeah. By the way, I played that at the Blockbuster thing. We can talk about that later. No, the one thing back to Virtua Fighter, the get up sucked. Like you laid down for a good half hour after you got hit on that game. And that clock was ticking down.
It's just like in Expedition 33 when you're trying to climb and you first start to climb and it's very slow and you're like, please just go. Why aren't you climbing faster? Lune?
So the defense would like to present their case right now of getting yelled at because I dragged John's conversation out too long.
Michael
I was
Pitts,
gonna not even, ladies and gentlemen.
I was gonna say Mike even took it like one past tangent where I was at. No, so get back on track.
Which one?
By Tekken 3, I was out.
It was over for
I
you?
didn't want to learn. It was over for me. Like, I didn't want to learn new combos. Like, it was expensive to go into the arcades because, like, the other thing, the Aladdin's Castle, I think this was a $1.25 game or something crazy.
Oh.
So
See, we live in a
Ripped off.
we live in a socioeconomically depressed area, though. So, like, it was a quarter for us.
Yeah.
Or usually they
you
would
been
look
to
at us
South
and go,
Bend,
you know what, you can
Indiana?
play for free.
Actually, my buddy Tim worked there at the arcade, so I'd go in during the day and he'd open it up and just
And that's
start flipping credits. And then he
Which
showed me
is-
how to do it. He's like, just do it this way, dude.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
We were ripping off.
you want to
Aladdin's
brag some
Castle.
more? Or can I keep going? I don't
No,
know.
go ahead.
No, we just drove that company out of business, but that's fine. Go ahead.
Well,
Nice
I
going,
did.
Jay.
As a quick aside, I think it may have been Robbie who was going through and buying some old arcade tokens at some point. So I did a little bit of that. I got some Aladdin castles.
Nice.
Yeah. But no. So like I missed this one. My brother actually got really heavy into Tekken 5, whatever the starts.
That
with
was
a
a
D.
big one.
He like I mean honestly like 2 to 3 hours a night for like a year. I kept I talked to him a little bit about it because I thought Tekken 3 was one of the ones he was into too, but he was like replacing controllers because if you're playing that much at some point you start to realize every little flaw. So he was just like, I'll buy another one. So if you think between the two of us which one has more of an addictive personality, you can probably figure out which.
Well, I don't
So-
know. I've also heard about your video game collection, so who knows?
Well, yeah, but I don't spend as much time with it as he does. He also did
Oh,
like 3
yeah.
months of Final Fantasy 11 in the first year of college.
How many hours do you think you spent this year cleaning Famicom carts?
Shut up.
do you think it'd be more or less hours than some people would have put
Shut up.
into Expedition 33?
Yeah, shut
Ben,
up.
mute that.
Moving on. Talk. What is this Tekken 3 game we're talking? Stay on subject, damn it.
Sir, I paid for these mics. Sorry. Is that a
we're
reference
all
people
here
get?
because of me, folks. Do as I
Anyway.
say. Anyway, go ahead. I'm kidding.
Reagan. No. No, so that being said, so going into this was kind of an interesting experience because I have not played a ton of fighting games. I've been really wanting to pick up that Mortal Kombat 3 because that's the same group that's done all the amazing like collections, digital something another, I think.
I don't know. I
So-
heard bad stuff.
Really?
Yeah, don't talk to
Uh,
Robbie. I heard he'll talk.
Let
stuff
me-
already.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead. Tekken 3, everybody.
Tekken 3.
Expedition 33. I mean, Tekken 3. Go ahead. Same thing.
The sidestepping still bothers me. And getting some of the go ahead.
I would say it's an underutilized tactic, I'd say. It's not a.
Well-
I don't think it was super popular. Go ahead.
It's not even that. I think it also like it's just not part of my wheelhouse, and I wasn't gonna for this show. Like like all right, I'm gonna dig deep into like
Yes.
how to utilize this effectively. So what I did was I used Jin, and he was far easier than any of the other characters try to use, so I just kept using him. That being said, the music for this game amazing.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like I was like all right, another solid track, which is pretty like smart for a game that you're going to spend that much time. You want to hype somebody up. You want to keep that like kind of feeling going.
They said part of what I read about this is that there was a little bit of controversy as it related to the music because the composer wanted to use the big beat style of music, which had never really been used. This is a slower version somehow, if you listen to it, than the songs in Tekken 1 and 2, right? So it's like this big like boo, 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 but it's slower. It's not as like fast as the music in 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And the developer was like, no, we don't want to do that. And then he did it anyway. And then there was some criticism about how it wasn't as good as Virtua Fighter 3 or whatever it was. And then
Well,
the
that's
guy
true.
was like,
That's true.
see? And he's like, yeah, well, fuck off. Anyway, sorry.
No, so, to the music and kind of like to like the cutscenes and stuff. This has the best late '90s vibe
Oh.
for
Just you
somebody who's
wait.
well.
Let me talk to you a little bit about the music, John. I got you here. I got a captive
all right,
audience.
all right.
Let me tell you a little bit about the vibe of the 90s, okay? Did you know? Here's a fun fact about Tekken 3. Did you know that Tekken 3 was mentioned in a song in the late 90s and early 2000s?
It was?
Hip hop.
No, but you'd think so. I'm going to give you the I'm going to play
late 90s, early aughts.
I'm going to play for everybody here as John's on the phone because we're talking about the music stuff. I'm going to play you the band, a clip of the song of the band that did it, because you'll know that song. And then I'm going to play the song itself. Are you ready?
Is it Crazy Town Firefly?
It might as well be, because this is what it sounds like. You ready?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Eiffel 35, Blue.
Eiffel 65.
I don't know who that is.
Eiffel
Whatever. Who is that?
65?
You can get all
I
of
don't know who
today's
that
hits
is.
on one compact disc. That's what every time I hear this song, all I can think of is
you got to do Nobody Plays 2000s.
You sell 19. Yeah.
Like the Warthog.
I had no idea that it had words other than blue in it. And by the way, my buddy was an exchange student in Norway. He came back with that song like 3 months before anybody else and loved it. It was the longest summer of my life, just between him playing it.
The Italian techno Europop group Eiffel 65's hit Blue, which literally every time I play it, all I can think of is all these hits on one CD. 1995 to P.O. Box 372. Wherever that always was. Tacoma, Arizona.
Payments.
Oh, great. Now we're selling CDs on the show, Mike. People just want to
First
listen to
10
the
CDs,
show.
one
Time to lock it in and rip it out. Now, I'm going to play for you. They did a song called My Console on the same record. I found this out today.
Okay.
And man, be ready. This is a little long, okay? I'm going to let it ride. This is a little long. Okay. Stu just got kicked out of the game, by the way. Here we go.
We're gonna play the game, the PlayStation all day. With Metal Gear Solid to Tekken 3. And from Omega Boost to Resident Evil. Just play for the fun, cause we got it going on.
Now, every time I hear music like this, all I can hear is this in my head. Hold on. This is all it, ready?
It's a little
Hold on.
boots and pants.
James Brown is dead. That's all I can ever hear is that LA House or LA Style or whoever it was, techno, like the first techno song. Hold on.
All right.
Oh, Tekken 3. Metal Gear Solid. This is a song on an album.
Can we make this our intro music?
It gets so much worse. They start to spell the word PlayStation over and over and over.
Why is he so vibrato?
That is so house, yeah. Though.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Terrible. I had to ask Jay today. I said, Jay, I'm gonna tell you a band name. Tell me if you know who they are or not. And I said Eiffel 65. He said, I have no idea who that is. I said, you passed. Then I played the song. He's like, yes, I do know this song. It's horrible. Okay, sorry.
No, it's two quick asides. One, he's got like almost like a Humpty Hump, almost kind of like twang to his voice.
Shock G, baby.
And then it's got a little bit of that like what was it? The Eddie Murphy, not 48 Hours, but the other one.
Delirious? No. Beverly Hills Cop?
No,
Beverly Hills Cop.
Because they had that synthy like dun dun.
The
dun,
Glenn
dun,
Fry.
dun.
Axel F.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
it also sounds like this.
And also the Vaseline. So
That's right. All the hits you love in one place.
all right. So
One CD or two cassettes.
I think we got to wrap this up eventually, guys. Let's,
What did you think of Tekken 3, John?
Let's circle back. I don't like that you guys are doing this to me because I got to be the one that's got to like act like the responsible
John's
adult.
like, okay, I gotta go.
That's right. I flipped the script on you. Or script.
Yeah, well, literally, I would have to write a script now. No, so just quick step back. As a game in general, I actually had a lot of fun. There's a lot of different options for play mode. I didn't even get into the volleyball one, but it was actually, that's the kind of thing that once you understand movesets, I could see being a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I would have told you to this point that I hadn't played Tekken 3, like historically, but that stupid, I can't remember what it's called, but it was like the one where you're like, It's like the side-scrolling beat 'em up that's kind of added. Like it's like a last, you know.
Yeah, the
it
battle.
seems like
the
but
Tekken
you know what?
battle.
Force.
kind of
Tekken
fun.
Force, whatever.
Yeah, Force. Yeah, it reminded me of Contra Force. Yeah, good call. So yeah, Tekken Force.
Tetris
Tiger.
Force, yes.
Tiger Wolf Force. Got
Yes,
it.
it's a Tiger Woods Force Wolf.
Yeah. But no, like I had fun. This is also one of those games that it's like, so here's you'd mentioned like, well, there's an argument that the newest Smash Brothers is maybe a bigger, more like kind of robust, like game.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't like that game because I didn't have the, Clev, man's like college experience. I never had the college friends playing Smash Brothers. I find it a little too button pushy and a little too like ADD for any interest of mine. But like, I can see where like all they put into this like version of the game and all the additional pieces. I think there's a lot of fun aspects to it. It seems like it's well balanced in a broken PS1 kind of way. And then kind of to Jay's point earlier, like the aesthetic, like it looks like a PS2 game. I mean, compared to like the first, Virtua Fire, let's use it as an example. But like, no, I mean, like it graphically looks really good for a PS1 game, right?
It does. No, you're right in the sweet spot of like, now you're to the point where it's like, we can't do exactly what's in the arcade. You've outgrown that, right? But the hardware has been outgrown, but you're redacting it enough and it's still fitting in and it's not like slowing down or anything, and it looks phenomenal. I was shocked at how good it looked on the PlayStation. You know what I mean? Like, because if you even compare it to something like Metal Gear Solid's a little mushy looking. It's a little fuzzy. You know, it's not. Go play it again. You know what I mean? Like,
the clipping of the polygons wasn't as bad as what a lot of those other games are. I think it did seem like the hitboxes were a little small, so maybe that was part of the trade-off.
That is definitely something that people have made a point of. Like, hey, it's kind of hard to. Yeah. Anyway,
I do love grabbing somebody and being nowhere near, but still like pulling it off. There's something nice about that.
Yep, I do it all the time.
Well, I get it. He's a very grabbable person. So this game, like, I if my brother came to town, I think I'd want to play it with him, and I think we'd have a lot of fun. And there's enough game mode options that seem like they have enough fun gameplay. I think I'd have fun. I'm gonna go with. I don't know how controversial this will be. I'm going to go with a 4.0, even with how I was talking it up. And here's my reasoning. Wow. I think there's a lot of people that...
That's what I said first. I said 4.0 first. Then you started to talk, and I was like, I don't know. Go ahead, okay.
I think there's a lot of people that can just skip this one.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying... So if you need to play a fighting game, I'd push you towards maybe Mortal Kombat 3, maybe even some of the more... Unless you like fighting games,
Darkstalkers 3,
Third Strike,
Alpha
2.
A very specific.
Those are good.
14-year-old boy. That game is interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no. I just think there's enough there that I can see people not liking, and then I don't know how well balanced all the characters and stuff are. Like,
I think some of them are definitely more powerful than others, and there's like a consensus of what, like Jin is generally considered one of the best characters, right? From speed, reach, all that stuff. Like there are definitely like some characters that give you a very big advantage, right? And that you can do things within the game, like you said.
Whatever.
Like those broken things in a early 3D fighter where it's like, well, I can just juggle you to death. You know what I mean? Like that type of stuff that you can get away with a little bit in this game, but not as much, right, as you used to be able to. So anyway.
And that's the controls are probably the second thing that brings it down, and part of the reason why I think that it wasn't a phenomenal game. But also think about the timing of this, like 97, that's pretty close to Mario 64, right?
It's the year after,
so
yeah.
So people don't have like we don't know how to do 3D like movement yet. And I think it's not a bad like an attempt. It's still fun. The controls could be better, but they're far from the worst controls of the time.
Yeah. All right. Well, 4.0.
Nice.
Well, John,
We made it, guys, to the end of my review.
we did.
Finally.
So you got anything coming up?
Christmas.
Yeah. Kosh night. So it's funny, my company does, because Christmas falls on a Thursday, we're getting the day after Christmas off. And so Kosh and I are both taking Wednesday off because she gets Wednesday and Thursday off. And I'm just like, well, it'd be silly for us to like cross over. We're going to build some benches with a couple of cat hotel situations in them for the winter.
The Perona.
And there is some sort of nerd fest coming up here in Kansas City, which is the two guys that spun off from KC Retro. So I think there's a bit of a rivalry situation going there. Yeah, other than that, nothing crazy coming up. I'm looking forward to not being busy all the time.
We're looking forward to that for you.
Yes.
Thanks.
All right.
So, John, where can they find you?
Retrogameenthusiast on the Instagrams. There in the Discords. I posted a pizza recently. Doesn't look like one of my best, but definitely tastes like one of my best. The secret was a ton of mushrooms in a middle layer with butter and garlic on those mushrooms.
Pass.
Chopped pretty fine. Just get a little meaty layer.
Yeah, I can't do the mushrooms either, John.
All right. See you later.
I want to appreciate that.
All right.
I can't. If you would have said like jalapenos,
You know what? We can work something out.
Let's get this mushroom guy out of here.
Yeah. No, that's a great end to the whole review.
Perfect ending.
it is.
All
Well,
right.
John,
Later,
as
Joe.
always, it's good talking to you, bud. We'll talk to you soon.
See you, bud.
Yep. Bye.
He is the true champion of the King of Iron Fist tournaments. Mr. Famicom Box himself, that's what Tyler says I have to call him, retro game enthusiast, John Young. And I'm going to keep it in his outro, but I really wish I would have asked him if there might be a possible retro game enthusiast sighting at Midwest Gaming Classic 2026.
We'll dig into that later.
We will. Retro game enthusiast, John Young.
Let's talk to, what's his name, Robbie?
Seagon? You going to call him?
No. Although I'm going to tell you, I'm with Tiger Wolf here. You can do what you like. Okay?
Yeah.
Act how you like, kid. But never compare this house music to Digital Underground ever again. I don't know.
It's not the same.
It's not the same at all.
Who
no.
compared it? Was that you or John?
No, it's John. I didn't do it. I just said I love Shock G.
Okay.
And
Rest in power.
rest in power, Shock. All right. Let's call our friend Robbie. You ready?
Ready as I'm going to be.
Hello.
And
Oh,
now,
wow.
all these hits on one CD.
Nice.
Oh, that was pretty
Eiffel
good.
65, eh?
Hell yeah. Hold on.
Hell yeah, brother. No,
And
turn
now.
that shit off, man. Put the good song on
Oh,
again.
sorry. Yeah, I'll put on the other one. And now, you know him as the world's biggest Eiffel 65 fan. He knows both of their hits. Blue. And My Console. The one and only 8-bit supremacy, Robbie Coleman, everybody. I laughed so
Nice,
hard
man.
when I
Whoa.
lined that up. I was like, oh, I got to go blast that one. That was perfect.
You know, the key to comedy is repetition.
It's the callback. It's knowing
Yeah,
when
callback.
to execute the callback. You've set
Yep.
it up. You've set it up. Now it's just you've put it on the tee. All you gotta do is blast it over the fence. Don't miss. Just know when to swing. Oh, that was so
Yep.
good. That was a hit in the chat. That's for sure. How you doing,
sure.
buddy?
I'm all right, man.
Good.
Just doing some nerd stuff over here while waiting for you guys to call me.
Oh my god. That's surprising. You were doing nerd stuff. Hold on. What?
Yeah, nerd
Were you
stuff.
soldering
Oh,
or were you arguing with somebody on the internet?
Actually, I'm attaching the custom plexis to my Neo Geo MBS board.
That's not nerd stuff. That's cool. Okay.
It is cool because
I
I
will.
recapped this thing. It fucking sucked. It took me like multiple sittings, and it's done, and it works. And I'm putting the Plexis bag on. It's very
Nice.
satisfying. Yeah,
That's
so I'm never
awesome.
touching it again unless it was an actual failure.
Yes. Unless some spectacular failure happens, I'm done.
Yeah,
That's
yep,
awesome. Well,
pretty
cool.
much.
Good. All right.
Doing that. Nah, I just was listening, tuning in and out, listening to you guys talk about not Tekken 3 for a while, and then surprisingly, John tried to hurry along his own segment for the first time ever.
I
He
was
was like, "Hey, can we like talk about this thing that I called you guys about?" Like that's the first time ever he's ever done that, you know.
I was trying to, I want him to feel at home and welcome. I don't want him to feel like he's being rushed all the time because I feel like I'm always trying to get you guys off the phone. So what is your score and where can people find you?
Well, I don't want to let the cat out of the bag quite yet.
Okay. all right. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. I'm so glad I put that on here today. I'm so glad. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You don't want to let the cat out of the bag. We got to build up. Robbie, did you buy anything? What have you bought recently? Anything good?
Oh my! I got a nice complete in box copy of Contra 3: The Alien Wars from the local media chain, The Exchange.
Oh, yeah.
Traded a bunch of junk from my sale bins that I have not been able to move at cons, and basically chopped a giant leg off of it and walked home with it for $66. It's a mint copy.
Nice.
I was pretty happy that, and it's not the Majesco version. It's the nice. I would never buy the Majesco version, but it's the nice regular Japanese one.
Let me ask you this: do you need a copy for the Contra Adventure on PS1? Manual only.
Contra Adventure?
Yeah. Just say no.
You mean Contra Legacy of War?
No, the Contra Adventure.
I don't even know what that is, but
I have the manual for it.
Don't need it, I guess, because I don't even know what that is.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to look into that.
Sorry.
Right.
I got that, and then I got a completed box copy of Burger Time Deluxe on the original black and white Game Boy.
Nice.
Great game for anybody who's a puzzle game enthusiast for handhelds.
I do love Burger Time. It's one of the games I always play when I go to an arcade. I love it.
It's like the Donkey Kong 93 or whatever, where it's like a revised version of the original, and they just added a bunch of more levels. Okay. It's fun. If you're into that kind of stuff, it's definitely worth checking out.
I'll check it out. I
think that's all I really bought. I traded Clevman a few games out of my bin for a Thunder Force collection on Sega Saturn.
I gotta talk to him. I've got a Saturn laying around here.
Broken Saturn that you've had for a year.
I know, but I didn't want to do it in the first place. That's the problem. Yeah. I try to tell people no, they give me the stuff anyway, and then I'm like, I'll get to it when I get to it, and they understand that, but I'm just like, I don't need more stuff laying around. Help me, please. Yeah. But you want to be a good friend, but also you're like, I can't. I'm not gonna have time to do it. I'll get to it when I can. But then, anyway, so enough about that. Did you play?
I think that's about all I bought. I can't remember.
What else? Did you buy any other maybe fighting games for the PlayStation 1? One of the best ones ever considered?
No, I did not. I did not buy that specific fighting game for the PlayStation, nor would I ever.
I feel like Robbie might have held true to the title of the game or the episode and went straight to the arcade for episode 97 and played the arcade version of Tekken 3.
Because
it was released in 1997.
It was episode 97.
We have the Namco System 12 board that I specifically bought off of that guy that I always sell boards for. He just had one in his stash, so I bought it for the arcade.
Nice.
And I will say, if anyone out there in the world wants to own one of these, you must recap it immediately, because ours started to leak out after like 2 weeks and killed the whole sound circuit, and then I had to have like a serious repair done to it. Oh. It's just like those little tin can caps that's like on a Sega CD or like a what do you call it? The handheld Turbo Express. Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, the Surface mount caps.
The little SMD Surface. Yeah, the ones that just leak. So you have to do
Game
that.
Gears of the world.
Let it be known, because once I saw one or two leaking out, I just went and did the whole thing, because then I read online that it's a plague on all those boards. Anyway, so we have that, and we have it set up in a head-to-head setup with two different candy cabs that are linked up, two Sega Blast Cities that a local just loaned us for free because he didn't want them in his house anymore and they're barely getting use. But they're set up. They're enjoyed by many. Everyone was very excited when we put it on the floor. It's got like a little scene built around it now. They come out every Friday and they play Tekken 3. I don't get it, because I'm not a big fan of the game. I tried to care. Like historically, my whole life, I always tried to like Tekken games. I
Sure.
played the first one when it came out. I would just like choose Yoshimitsu and spam the spin move and stuff like that. And I never like, I wasn't like, I didn't hate the game. I didn't think it was terrible. Like I felt like I felt Virtual Fighter kind of sucked. And Jay and I had an experience when we were at Galloping Ghost at one time where we were like, oh, Virtual Fighter, let's play this. This game is awesome. Remember this game? And then we played it and we're like, oh boy, this is rough. Like the moon jumping that takes forever.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the
To
worst.
land. We're not gonna talk about Virtua Fighter, but like that's an example of a very rudimentary 3D fighting game. Tekken, the first one, I don't remember it that well, but I'm sure it's rudimentary. But I'm sure it seems like they figured out a lot more by the third iteration.
They did.
Um,
They really did.
so my problem with this game and 3D fighting games as a whole is this kind of pacing that they use. The pacing is sluggish. The pacing is slow. It feels like you're playing underwater. And in my opinion, fighting games, especially when you play them at a high level, are very precision and reflex based and fast paced.
Yeah.
And that is where 3D fighting games kind of lose me. I know it's a different control scheme, it's different mechanics, and there's a lot of dialogue combos, if I remember correctly.
There are. I mean, there's a little bit of everything. There's dialogue combos for everybody, but there's also like make your own combos. There's juggles. There's kicks. There is all that stuff.
Sure.
So yeah.
So truth be told, I have not sunk in that much time to figure out all that. I'm just taking this at face value, like a guy who's been playing 2D fighting games his whole life sits down in an arcade cabinet. It's like, all right, let's find out what all the fuss is about Tekken 3. I play it. Fundamentally speaking, it does not feel good as a fighting game. Like intuitively, when you just start up, it just feels like you're mashing and things are happening and you don't know why. And I even had to look up some like moves for whatever character I chose. I think I chose the tiger with the high top sneakers on or something. I can't remember.
King,
right, King. And I was like trying stuff. I was like, okay, moves are coming out, but it still doesn't feel like I have like a lot of control over what's going on in a fast paced manner. I guess pacing's my biggest complaint.
Okay.
Again, not a bad game. It's just, I understand that these types of fighters are just not for me. I play games like Street Fighter Third Strike, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, like Darkstalkers mentioned earlier.
Baby.
Capcom-based fighting games. They all have a very similar feel to them, so I'm very accustomed to that.
What about Mortal Kombat 4? War Gods? Anything?
Mortal Kombat 4 is not good. War Gods is not
Robbie
good
and I
either.
fucked
But
up some
I would,
War Gods last time I was in Chicago.
Yeah, you
I
got fucked up is a
honestly,
good way to put it.
I would rather play War Gods than Tekken 3. I'm not even exaggerating. I'm not even trying to be a dick. It's just because they kept the pacing faster, like to match like a Mortal Kombat 4, like a Mortal Kombat game. Yeah, I know I just sound like a hater, and I'm not trying to shit on Tekken 3, but it's just I understand it's not a game that I've never been able to get into it, and I've been like I kind of tried, like yeah, I want to give it a shot. I always see all like people are freaking out about this game, and I'm like I don't understand what the big deal is. I just don't get it. And I guess the mechanics, like the fighting game input or the special move inputs, are weird to me. It's like don't you have to just mash and hold different combinations of the 4 buttons?
Well, I mean,
like apply
there
special
are
moves, right?
Not necessarily hold them, but you would in sequence. Like there are times when you're gonna let's say you go, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4? So high punch,
1,
low
2.
punch. Yeah, so it's high.
It's left punch, left kick, right kick.
Yeah, so like 1, 2 across the top,
So
3, 4
it's a
across the
dialogue
bottom.
combo.
No,
Okay.
it's not. That's what I'm saying. It's not that.
Oh,
so if there are going to
you
be
hold
times,
the top 2 and then you'd hold the bottom 2.
but there are times where you'd use a move where you'd press forward and like number 2 and number 3. You'd use 2 buttons
Okay.
and press forward at once, or you'd press up and press the bottom 2, and it'll do some space kick or whatever. It's
Okay.
moves require
So-
more than 1 button input at a time. It's not
Right.
you're holding it; you're just hitting 2 buttons at once instead of 1 then 2.
Okay, so maybe it's just an entirely different control scheme that I'm not accustomed to. That's off-putting to
different.
me because I'm so used to every Capcom game ever being like quarter circle, high punch.
And
or
you still
fierce
have
punch,
you
throw the
still
fireball.
have that to an extent in Tekken, but it's just not quite as prevalent.
Also, well, I would say this. That's not how you would generally win. It's usually how maybe you would break against somebody. Like if they're trying to get at you, you can break what they're doing by maybe throwing in like a kick move or something like that or whatever. But in general,
Mhm.
if Jay and I were talking about this earlier, there are so many moves in this game for each character. You could literally take one button and take any direction and go down, and it's a move. Left in that button is a move. Forward and button is a
So
move. Back in that button is a move. It's a lot of stuff like that.
I think that is a problem for me. There's too much to choose from. There's no like the fundamentals should be scaled down for a fighting game to where the normals
But I would
are
also
like
my point of that is you don't have to use all that if you don't want to. Like
right.
it's that
But,
thing
like,
where there's a lot of it, but you don't need all of it. You know what I mean? Like you can
So,
you can battle with
sure.
knowing 5% of what somebody does. But it is cool to know how to taunt somebody. It's cool to know how to do a reversal on somebody and counter them. That stuff's fun. Like somebody goes to attack you, you can literally like grab their arm and throw them. You know what I mean? So I like that kind of stuff too, but I get it.
I just think for most healthy fighting games, arguably one of the best fighting games ever made, is scaled down. Each fighter is scaled down to where you can utilize every single tool they have and optimize the fighter as best you can with those tools.
Yeah.
You don't have to choose ones that they're just there that you just don't feel like using because otherwise it's arbitrary and they don't need to be there. So there's like Third Strike, I'm using as an example because it's unanimously known as one of the best fighting
The
games ever
gold
made.
standard, yes.
Extremely balanced, but what characters can you think of where you're like, yeah, they have a bunch of extra moves, you just don't use them? Oh, it's cool that they're there, but you just don't have to use. That's not how like
I don't
good
know,
fighting
like-
game developers really do
I get it.
fighting games.
I get it.
That's all I'm saying. Like, yeah, on Mortal Kombat like 2 or something, like Scorpion's takedown move is garbage and you don't use it because it's punishable on hit.
Or
You don't
how
wanna
many
do that.
times do you like grab somebody with
Jax's
Raiden,
gotcha
or
grab.
that or you like do whatever Kano's like swipe or whatever. You know, like they're in there, but it's not as prevalent. I agree.
Mm-hmm. All I'm saying is that less is more. Sometimes when it comes to these fighting games, yeah, you don't want to have like one special move per person, but like somewhere in the middle. You don't want like even Killer Instinct's too much for me, where it's like a million fucking combos.
Killer
and stuff
Instinct's
like that.
that's literally the dialogue
That's a
combo.
different-
That's a
That's
whole
a dial combo, jumping the shark dial combo thing.
Yep. That's trying to get 70 freaking hits in a combo, and you're
Yeah.
just like, yeah. Don't get me wrong.
That's another example of one of the titans of the 90s. That's all. Yeah. So again, don't think it's like awful. It's just not for me, and I
Yeah.
just don't like the style of fighting. I just don't think the 3D world transfers well to fighting games, and that further proving that is that fighting games have made a big comeback in the modern day, and they're all 2D with like 3D stylized graphics, but like Street Fighter 6 is 2D, like the new Mortal Kombat games. Dude, I mean, and they have new Tekkens and they have new King of Fighters, or not? No, they have new Fatal Fury games. They have like all that stuff. All those great Neo Geo fighters, all of them. I will stand behind all of them. All the King of Fighters iterations, Fatal Fury, even fucking World Heroes. 2D, great, and like they're all intuitive and they're just developed in a way that makes sense for one-on-one versus fighting games. I get they're trying to do a whole new thing here, 3D technology. And they leaned into it, and that's Tekken's thing, man. They're the king of the 3D fighters, apparently. Although I would say I always hear people talking about Soul Calibur a lot, but I never played that game.
Because you hate 3D
anyway,
fighters.
I'm rambling. I do.
That's okay. You're allowed to.
I do. No, I'm not gonna apologize. I'm not gonna hide the fact that I do. But I think there's a place for them. It's just
The toilet.
I don't know. In the toilet, yeah.
Ba whoosh.
With
In the
that
Ferguson.
being said, I'm going to give Tekken 3 a 2.5 because I have not delved deep enough into it to fully understand all the intricacies of it. So I don't want to write it off with like a 2 just because I'm being hasty. Although I do feel like I've given it a fair shake at times. I don't get it. I don't think it's as good of a game as a million other 2D fighters you could play instead.
I get it.
Okay.
2.5. All right.
2.5. Yeah.
Well, that leads me to my next question.
Well, what before you go to that next question, one more thing.
Yeah.
When you guys are playing Tekken 3, do you feel as though like when I play it, I feel like I'm mashing a lot and something just happens and I don't know how to replicate that?
I'll probably
Because
talk
there's
about
like
that
you
a
said
lot
there's like
online,
you
too.
said there's so many choices. I feel like I was like, oh, I did something cool, and I felt like I actually knew what I was doing to how to execute that. And I try to do it again. I'm like, I guess I didn't. Like when you're trying to figure shit out.
I
or
don't
something
really
like
know
that.
what I did, but it seemed cool.
And a funny anecdote. I just remembered. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but once there was this like event they would do at Logan Arcade that this guy hosted, one of the Street Fighter fighting game guys of the community, where he would just you'd gather a bunch of people up, and you'd play every fighting game that we had on the floor at the arcade. So that was like 4 or 5, and at that time, it would be like randomized. They like draw like the game name out of a hat or something. Like, all right, you guys gotta go play like Darkstalkers. You guys gotta go play MK2. You gotta go play whatever.
Cool.
At the time, we had some like one of those PS1 mini emulators hooked up to like this like TV screen in like a little, I don't know what you want to call it, hub. I don't fucking know, a little booth, in a little booth.
Yeah.
It was something we did for a little bit, and Tekken, one of the Tekken games was on there. I can't remember which one, but like we counted it towards the event, and I was winning like a lot of the event, and I got all the way up to like the top 3, and I fucking lost because I had to play Tekken, and I was like, I don't know how to play. And I had guys over my shoulder being like, press that, now down, now that, doing that whole thing. And I'm like, I fucking don't. I hate this game. It's not working. It's not doing anything.
Contemporize, man.
So yeah, I got 3rd place because I was forced to play a Tekken game for like the finals, and I was like, fuck.
That sucks.
Blew it. Yeah.
Well,
anyway, that's my
all right.
anecdote about it.
It's
but
not for everybody.
No beat. Nope. You were gonna ask a question.
Oh no, I was just going to ask you, like where can people find you, those types of things.
Oh, okay. You can find me on Instagram at 8-Bit Supremacy. You can find me on Fightcade, typically playing Mortal Kombat 2, occasionally Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. On that note, I heard John mention the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. If I were you and you want to play it in a serious way online, I would avoid that like the plague. But if you want to just buy that game to just enjoy a nostalgic trip down memory lane, have at it. You'll have a good time. Lots of good documentary footage and everything like that. So go for it.
Anything coming up that we need to know about, or are we just settling in for Christmas?
No. There's actually there's a vintage toy store in town called Toy de Jour. They're about 2 blocks away from the Logan Arcade on Fullerton Avenue. I can't remember the exact address, but Google will tell you where that is. They're doing a toy selling event with a bunch of like like just known toy guys that either like make their own independent toys or just resell vintage toys. The owner of the shop knows me by proxy through the arcade, and he just was like, hey, you want to sell some games? For once, they're actually branching out to having like a video game guy selling at one of their events. So I'm going to be tabling there with all my stuff. I'm the guy, and it's only 2 blocks from my apartment.
Oh,
it's the best thing ever. So, and it's 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. So I can just mosey on over there in the afternoon with a few bins in my van, and then hopefully sell some games, and that'll be it.
And that's at 2532 West Fullerton Avenue, Chicago, Illinois.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Jay. Yeah, 1 p.m. Come on out. Maybe buy many S games I've been phasing out of my collection, and
the Emperor is out there, guys. The Emperor, you want to get that hotness?
Front and center, dude. It is right.
You want to get that Emperor hotness? Don't you worry. Okay? It's there.
See, God just calling me a video game guy. Yeah, that's right. That's me. It's when I used to hit the yard sale circuits like very hard to the point where I was recognizing faces all the time at like community sales because I went so much. Every time I'd go to these like community sales, there's this one guy would be at these sales with his wife, and he'd be like, video game guy. He would say that to me every time he see me. I'd be like, hey man, you got any video games? Hey man, you got any video games? To like every seller. Sound like a fucking psycho, and he just pegged me as, hey, video game guy.
That's you.
So that's me. And
on that note,
that's it for today. I'm out of here. On that note, hit that Eiffel 65 and let's fucking roll.
That's why I queued up, and he didn't.
Well, I was gonna try and not be funny, but now that it's been requested, I mean.
Nah, it's too.
I think we've got a new theme song for Hobby. I don't know. I may have to come up with a longer edit because the Eiffel 65 fan of Chicago and my console song Grip King of I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. This song is all I can hear is a 90s infomercial. Robbie Coleman, everybody. Thanks, Robbie. I'll talk to you later.
Yep. See ya. Bye.
Oh boy. There we go. Get that out of here. I need a longer edit. I can't have that 30-second version on there.
Oh, well, yeah.
You can't do it. All right. This is the part of the show where I usually ask you what you think. Would you rather go after me or before me?
I don't care.
You pick.
You sound like you might be chomping at the bit this time.
I'm not. No, I wanted you to go last if you wanted to go last, was all I was saying.
Oh, no, I'm good. I can go.
Then go.
So, I'm not going to try and sell people on the game, but just from what John and Robbie were talking about, from what we're hearing in the chat, I wanted to clarify a little bit with the game that I don't think it's had the opportunity. And I get it if you don't want to give it the opportunity, because it is. It's a lot.
It's different.
It is.
Substantially
I really
different.
struggle. Like, I know it's a 3D fighting game, but I really struggle with everybody talking about it being a 3D fighting game. Because when I play it, 99% of what I do is straight left to right. Like, I don't do sidestepping. I don't do any of that. Like, some of the moves, like if you use certain characters, their moves will move because it's a 3D game. But I don't do a lot of that sidestepping or any of the weird, like, polygon shit you would do with a 3D game, with fighting game.
Yeah.
I normally go left to right like I would play a traditional 2D game like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter or whatever. I like the fact that one of the things I really like about this game, and some people hate it, is that the characters are actually, they're power driven. So like if you use Heihachi, he will kick the shit out of you in like 3 hits. But if you use like say Nina, she's super quick, but you're going to have to hit a whole lot more with her.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a power creep with them where you don't have that. A character A does exactly the same amount of damage as character C. Like that's the difference with this game. I think there are a shitload of moves in this game. It's not that hard to learn. If you put a little bit of time in, it's not that hard to learn. And no, you don't need to learn everything. I was a fucking psycho back in the day when I played this, and I learned literally everything. I learned how to use every single character. I learned how to do every base move with them because I wanted to beat everybody. And the way to beat everybody is learn your enemy, and then you can beat them.
Yep.
But you don't have to know everything. I feel like, and Robbie talked about it a little bit about the button mashing. That is like the most common thing I used to see back in the day playing this is people that would come up, and when I would play it all the time, I would get a number of people that would come up, and a game like this was a game you could do that with. You could literally just mash the shit out of the buttons and you could beat people with it. Eddie was one of the most probably popular for that because a lot of his moves were breakdance moves and it was standard button hits. So like if you just started literally just mashing all 4 buttons down, you could do some crazy shit with him because that's just what you could do with this. But then you could easily beat that if you knew what you were doing. So those are the things. Did you shut that off?
I don't know what I just did. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. But I also, and I totally get what Robbie was saying about the controls, where it's hard because it seems daunting, but it's also based off the character. Some characters you have to be quick twitch with. Some characters you have to have, there's almost pauses. Like if you're doing a 10-string combo for them, there's pauses sometimes. Like King, one of his, like he has 100% grappling combo where you can literally grapple somebody because he's a wrestler and you can string together different wrestling moves and you can keep them hemmed up in that wrestling move and you can literally do it through their entire energy bar. But you have to be very methodical with it.
You can't just press 10 buttons in a row.
You can't just go 2-4, 2-2, 3-4, 1-6. You have to go 2-4, pause.
But you have to know.
3-4, then 1-4. Like you have to do it in that speed. Like you have to accommodate how that character works and how they function.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was one of the things that I really liked about the game. It was very immersive in the character. Like you didn't have, and I'm going to sound like I'm shitting on Mortal Kombat, but if you look at Mortal Kombat, you have all the ninjas. You have Reptile. You have Sub-Zero. You have Scorpion. And from a base standpoint, they're all the same. They all had different moves. Reptile spit venom. Scorpion threw a harpoon. Sub-Zero has an ice beam. Like, I get that. It's all the same, but their bases are all almost exactly the same. Where with this, you didn't have that. You had Jack, who would be big and slow and lumbering, but then you had Law, who was super quick. And I thought that was one of the things that was really cool, is you had so many differing, there's so many variables. Yeah, styles, variables throughout the game, where you could have that. And that's also being able to learn that. Like, if Jack was your guy, you had to learn how to adapt to fighting the guy that was, if somebody Law was their guy, you had to figure out how to adapt to them to beat them when they're using a character that's 5 times faster than yours. Like, you had to actually literally do that. And I thought that was really cool with that game. I'm honestly kind of surprised. Like, I do love this game. A lot of people know I love this game. I was actually kind of surprised how well it did from a popularity standpoint back then. I didn't think it was as popular as it is in the data that we pulled.
Does it make you like it less now?
No, it's the same. It was surprising, but
hipster.
But no, I do. I enjoy the game. I'll tell you what, playing it nowadays, it does kind of bum me out because I'm not nearly as fast as I used to be with a lot of this stuff, and I don't have the timing down anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm not nearly as good as I felt like I used to be. I used to be able to.
That's true of any skill.
I could go to the arcade back in the day, and you were there. I could go to the arcade with 50 cents.
Yeah.
And I could sit on that game for 3 hours.
Yeah.
And nobody would take me off it. But now it's like, I couldn't. Well, I mean, I probably could. Most people don't. A lot of people don't play it nowadays. They still do some tournaments, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah. It doesn't. I mean, I think there's a competitive scene for just about anything anymore.
Yeah.
If you want there to be.
So.
All right. So what would you give it? All that being said, what am I writing here?
Wow, I'm going to go high again. I'm not going that high, though.
All right.
I'm going to go 4 or 5.
Well, I was wrong.
I want to give it a 5, but I don't know. I look at it in comparison to like everything I like overarching, and I don't know if it's like a 5.0 for me. I love the game, but I don't know if it's a 5. Like, if it's like the best and greatest thing I've ever played in my life. But I do like it. I'd say it's probably in the top 2 fighting games for me, if not my top fighting game.
So it's your favorite fighting game of all time, but
Yeah,
you don't
fuck it,
think it's a 5.0?
5. Yes, 5.
I'm just saying, like, that's one of your favorite genres, and it's your favorite version of it. I'm not trying to talk you into anything.
So,
but, you know, we can always recess.
I'm going 5.
All right, 5.0.
Fuck it, 5.
You're the one who talked yourself into it.
I did.
I just, you know, if I'm sitting here telling this is my favorite type of game and this is my favorite game of my favorite type of game, I'm going to have a hard time going, well, it's not a 5.
Yeah.
All right, 5.0. You don't give those out very much. Let's see here.
Sorry, I'm reading Robbie. Robbie's saying a bunch of stuff.
He is wearing a Tekken 3
Yeah, I am wearing a Tekken 3 shirt.
You can't give it a 3, though.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I have to agree with Jay there, too. All right, I guess it's my turn. Right?
Yeah.
I'll start with my score. This game is a 5.0.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm actually kind of surprised that you gave it a 5, though.
I don't love 3D fighting games, but your point is exactly the point I am going to make. It is not a 3D fighting game. The sidestepping thing, no one uses that. Nobody cares. This is a back and forth through, you know, like it's basically forward and back is what you're doing. There's not a lot of going to you can, I guess, but I've never done it. We played, how many times did we do it when we played it? None. I didn't even think about it.
I got to a point when I used to play it years ago, I got to a point where just to be an asshole, I would do that.
Right, but that's like you're just kind of like riding a wheelie down the street while you drink a beer or something. Yeah. You're like, oh, look at what I can do. Cool.
Yeah, I used to do that before I played Tekken. Actually, I used to do that on the way to play Tekken.
Yeah, exactly, on the way there. Just fucking. But I will say that this game is a 5.0 because not only because of all the stuff, like this game has a lot of stuff going for it. And what I thought at one point was I always thought Tekken 2 was my favorite one, right? And I realized as I played 3, I actually like 3 better. I like the characters in 2 better. Like I like June and I like Michelle and I like them better. and I think I was more proficient at them, and that's probably why I was like, I like 2 better than 3. But going back and playing it now, I actually like 3 a great deal better. I like the fact that you don't moon jump. Okay.
Yep.
I think that from a fighting game perspective, it provides things that you can't do in other ways. Like I said, the reversals are big. I love that type of stuff where it's like, you think you're going to get one over on me, but I'm actually going to clap back at you or whatever it is.
And Wilson with the reversals back in the day.
Oh man, we'd try and out reverse each other. He can never do. He's so funny too. Even to this day, he's like you have that quick twitch, whatever it is, you got it. He said or something like that recently, and I'm like, yeah, I know. It's like whatever. I just really do enjoy. I don't love pretty much any other 3D fighting game. I don't like Virtua Fighter. Nope. I don't like most. I can't really think of another one I would play. But again, I don't really perceive this as that. I think it's 3D model that's polygons, but you're not really living in a 3D world. It's not like you can run in any direction and do all these things. I like the fact that it is a diverse game that, like, to talk about the button mashing thing, that's any fighting game. Yeah. You want to play as E Honda? Smash on the buttons. You want to play as fucking Liu Kang? Spam fireballs and kicks. That's every fighting game. There are always going to be characters in games where you're just going to accidentally do something that's cool, and that's that. And I understand what you're saying. There are redacted versions of moves. I get that, okay? But that being said, you don't have to use all that stuff. You do not have to use, like I said, what would we concentrate on? We would concentrate on reversals, we would concentrate on breaking people, and we would concentrate on doing combinations. Whether we made them and juggled them ourselves or just dialed them in when we had the opportunity to do them. And they're a lot of dumb fun. You know, it's not just this, it's just not this manic button press thing that any fighting game is going to output something if you do that, right? If you're just jamming on the stuff, something's going to come out. And like, how many fucking times would you and I be skilled and some dickhead would just show up with law and keep doing flip kicks until we're dead? We're like, okay, I'm just going to have to figure out somebody else to beat your stupid ass with or whatever it is, you know? So, but there's a lot to this game. I really enjoy it. I like the characters. I remembered more than I thought. And when I played it, I really enjoyed it more than I thought I was going to. And I don't know, it just has a lot to offer. It reminds me of this divisive time in video games where you're teetering between, you know, I don't know, 2D Mega Man, right? And Mega Man 64. Or 2D Castlevania. And these are bad examples, but you understand what I'm saying. Everybody thought, oh, 3D's this and 3D's that. And it was, a lot of times it wasn't that great. And I think a lot of those fighting games are not that good. But the Tekken series is an exception to me because I just think it is a good game that is well thought out and constructed well, and it's fun. And I think that's what it comes down to. So yeah, 5.0 for me, man. I can't help it. It's just, I didn't think I was going to give it a 5. I really didn't. I thought I liked 2 better, and there would be no way I could give 3 more than 2, but I just think it's a better game, and that's that. Like, I don't know what else to say. So
cool.
That's what I got. So, and I will also say this, if there's a band I hate more, I'd be shocked. But the band, the Grateful Dead, I cannot stand. Okay. I'm not a jam band guy. I don't like a lot of things about them at times. Okay. Fine. But I will say that Jerry Garcia did say something one time that I think resonates with me in general. And that he said, our band is like licorice, and that not everybody likes it, but the people who like it really like it. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like when you guys were talking about mushrooms earlier and you want mushrooms on your pizza. I'm not a mushroom on pizza guy. I don't want that. I don't hate them. I'm not averse to them. I'll try them, but I never wind up liking them. Right? That's what this game is for some people. Like Robbie, right? It's like mushrooms. Like, I don't really want that. I'd rather have something else on my pizza. If it's there, I could pick it off or eat around it or whatever. It's not like it's nasty ass tomatoes or something. Okay. But it's just that thing where it's like, it's just not for me. And I can see where people don't care for it. So it's fine.
I have an analogy for that too. In the great words of Jules, sewer rat may taste like pumpkin pie, but I wouldn't know because I wouldn't eat filthy motherfuckers.
Right. Yes. But I think you could also make a space to say, I understand why people like sewer rats. Is the point I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, some people are going to really be into it.
I mean, if it tastes like pumpkin pie.
They might. I'll try them. I'll eat one. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. On to collecting.
Yes.
We have no Sashimi Z review, although I'd like to get one. I really would like to get one.
I'd be interested to know what he would say about this game.
There are 2 versions, 3, but really 2 versions of this game, both presented in front of you. One fraudulently. Anyway, moving on. There's a standard black label, and then there's the greatest hits version.
Yes.
Now, there's a difference in the disc, too. The standard black label has a colorful disc with like Nina on the cover and on the disc that's printed on it. The greatest hits is just the black version that says Tekken. It looks like your shirt.
Yeah.
Kind of, okay. But the black label loose disc is $9 and the greatest hits is $14. Allegedly. I never really, when you're talking about loose, don't buy these games loose. Unless you already have the case and manual, don't go buy these games loose. CIB, about $25 for a black label if you can find one. And then about $20 or $19 for the greatest hits version, which seems to be everywhere.
Everywhere.
Now, sealed. I have seen raw sealed copies of Black Label Tekken 3 sell for over $500. Sealed greatest hits, $95. And not much more if you want one graded, by the way. Now, a third contender enters the ring. There is a bestseller sticker variant for sealed Tekken 3 PlayStation 1 games. Of course, this only exists if you did not take it out of its bestseller cellophane. If you release the magic smoke or the air and take it off and throw away the sticker, then you just have a regular one. It's not a first print until you take the sticker off that proves it isn't a first print. Then maybe it is. Who's to say? Anyway, that only matters as we get into the population report and graded stuff because 52 of these have been graded by WADA. I'm sorry, PSA. I got WADA on the sheet here. I got WADA behind me. PSA, there's been 52 of these graded. 29 standard black label, okay, over half. Best condition is a 9.8 A++. They don't grade CIB or loose PlayStation games. At least if they do, they don't do pop reports on them. I think
Could you imagine having got a graded PlayStation game.
Jay asks a great question. Figures on arcade cabinets. They sold 35,000 arcade cabinets for Tekken 3, and I'll tell you, most of them feel like they're conversions and they're pretty cheap. Like a Tekken 3 board is pretty cheap. You could get a board for a couple $100.
Only if we knew a guy that worked in an arcade we could talk to about that.
We'll see if we ever find one.
Yeah, maybe.
But you can get the Tekken had this dedicated cab with like the speakers on the side and whatever shit on it. And excuse me, there's a Tekken 3 cabinet at our local arcade, and it's a dedicated one, and it's a real beaut, man. It's the one, if I'm going to get one, that's the one I want. I don't want a conversion because they all kind of suck and they don't have a lot of room to operate. Tekken 3 dedicated cabs have this big space on them. Yeah, $150 is about right. $150, $200. I want a graded loose PS1 game. The only time they do that, I think, is when they're prototypes. But anyway, okay. So Black Label 29, 9.8 A++, about the best grade you're going to get on a PS1 game. Now, the Black Label bestseller variant that has the sticker on it, 5 of those, considerably less, 9.8 A++ is the best grade. And then the green label, surprisingly, only had 18. For as many as I find in the wild that are the green greatest hits label compared to the black, of which I find none ever, there's only 18 of them that have ever been graded by WADA. 9.8 A+ is the best one. From what I could tell, there have been 8 total of the black label variant graded by VGA, with a VGA 95 being the best. And then CGC, I could find 3 that have been graded, including, I might have to buy this. It's $100, and it's too much, but I might have to buy it. There's a graded 3.0 greatest hits version of this game that is sealed that has a great value $14.99 sticker on it. And I'm just like, man, I could probably just go buy the board for the real thing at that price, but it's pretty alluring. It's hideous, much like all green label PlayStation variants.
Yes.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the sales. I went a little extra on this one because there were 3 written. Every time I thought I found the most recent sale, I would go another place like eBay or Gold and find one that was more recent. So I said, screw it, I'll leave them all in. The most this game ever sold for, the height of Pandemania, okay, when Collectomania went nuts, April 2021, when everybody was spending money, $6,600 for a black label 9.6 A++. Not even the nicest one. $6,600 for a copy of this game. The lowest so far, until I buy that 3.0. Greatest hits WADA 9.8 A+, sold in November of 2023 for $149. That's too much. It's a nice grade. That's the nicest green label you can find. That's the nicest one out there. $149. Nobody wants it. The end. Now, the most recent, I'm going to go in, as oldest to newest, because I actually did 3. And they're all 3 from different grading companies. The bestseller sticker variant I talked about. The black label with the sticker on the cellophane. A CGC 9.8 A++, which is comparable, I think, to grade, say for the black label that sold for $6,600, $2,000 in August of 2025.
It's on eBay right now.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. I see it. It's just,
it
hasn't sold on there.
No,
it's on there. The black label VGA 85 Plus sold for $1,525 in September of this year, so a month later, right? And then in November of this year, the standard black label WADA 9.4 A Plus sold for $1,025. So people buy this game. For a 9.4 A Plus is not the greatest PS1 cellophane wrapped. It's not fantastic, but it's not terrible. Okay, $1,000. So yeah, and then the real question is, should you buy this game? For $25, if you can find a black label version of this game, you should buy it.
If you can find one.
If you can find one, I'm gonna tell you something. There ain't none around here, my brother. There ain't none around here. Jay, talk to me a little bit about speed running. I only left one of these in here. Sorry.
Huh?
Remember, I redid it and there's only one.
Oh, that's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
There's a lot of nuance to the speed running this game with a lot of variables, and you lose people really quickly when you get in the weeds about this kind of stuff.
That was actually one of the 2 that I put in on the original. So
Seemed like it made the most sense.
yeah. So for speedrunning, we just did the one, which I will explain. Number of players, there were 63 players that ran this game, 238 runs.
That's a lot.
So there are a number of run types, and if you want to, you can go to speedrun.com and you can look at them. We stuck to just one to make it easy, to kind of keep everybody. I know everybody's probably already sleeping anyways because we're doing a fighting game and we've been on for 2 hours. But
2 hours and 45 minutes.
2 hours and 45 minutes.
Damn near 3 hours.
But we did the unlock theater mode.
Right, which means you have to beat the game with all 10, or at least 10, but probably the 10 original fighters.
Yes.
Right?
And this is one round?
A single round on medium difficulty.
Okay.
Yep.
And then that was done by Hell Striker. That's Hell One Striker. And then that was done in 27 minutes, 3 seconds, 590 milliseconds.
And that matters because the second place guy was like 27 minutes and some odd seconds. He was right behind him. And who is that second place guy?
That is Shirtle.
I would say Shirdell.
Shirdell.
Yeah, Shirdell.
I like Shirtle.
Shirtle's fine too if it's a U.
Oh,
Sure.
and Hell One Striker did that in 2023.
Yeah, it was 2023. Yeah. Now, we want to mention Shirtle or Shirdell.
Shirdell sounds better.
Because he or she holds what?
Every other record.
Basically every other record.
Yeah.
The one that we focused on, which was like, okay, unlock theater mode in a single round on medium. Let's go with that one. I looked, I'm like, Hell One Striker, sure. And then look at all the rest of them, like, oh, they're all Shirdell. Well, we can't leave them out. Okay?
Yeah.
So Shirdell, shout out, man. You're killing it on Tekken 3.
Yeah.
Nice job, bud.
So, and again, all that info is on speedrun.com. Should you speedrun it?
I don't want to speedrun it.
We have no interest in speedrunning.
One thing I know I talked about this, but man, I just love the practice part of this game. The best part about this game, and I should have talked about this during my review, but I'm going to get to it real quick before we get to the wrap up. You could literally go. Tekken was one of the first 2 games where I would go home with my PlayStation ASCII $60 arcade stick and learn the muscle memory and the patterns and learn how to beat people and learn how to play with guys.
Same thing.
Learn how to play with Nightwolf like that. Learn how to play with Paul and all those guys, Yoshimitsu and all those guys. That is how I learned these games. Because that practice mode in Tekken 1, 2, and 3 would allow you to do that and like figure out where you're making your mistakes and like get good at the game and then go to the freaking arcade and plow ass.
Yeah.
And people would get so mad. You'd do that King combo. You just grab a guy and you're like, that's it. And I'll never forget. I'm almost positive it was both you and Wilson. As soon like one of the times I grabbed the guy and he's like, oh shit. Wilson, yeah. Mr. Ostentatious, much like myself sometimes. Oh, you're fucked now. You're fucked now. And it's like bang, 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 clack. If you're done, just walk away. Don't even, why are you even touching the controller? He's just yelling at the guy. And I'm like, man, you get shot for doing some shit like that nowadays, especially around here.
Yep.
But anyway, that is one of the things I really did love about this game is it allowed you to practice at home and then go kick ass in the arcade. Essentially, it was a 1-for-1. It was as close as you were going to get to a 1-for-1, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. Now, it's time to wrap up.
Yep.
Next, Jay, are we good? Today is Wednesday, December 3rd.
Yes.
Are we good? I talked to a couple of our constituents, at least one. We're good to do the show again next week since we had to postpone, if you want to. So we could do it on the 10th, or we could do it the following week. I'm trying to build up to 100 here. I'm trying to get to 100.
I can do next week.
So you can do Wednesday the 10th.
Yes.
Now, that is the night before Kalen gets here. So that'd be good.
Yeah.
And then we'll probably be on when Kalen's here, too.
Oh, yeah.
So let me put it in here, December 10th. Okay. We're trying to plan this stuff out. Got a plan. Wednesday, December 10th, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yep.
Episode 98.
I don't get to tell what it is.
I was just gonna ask you.
Oh, okay.
Say what I was leading up to is say, if you go look at the year 1998 in video games and what was released that year, oh mama, there's a lot of good stuff. There's a lot of stuff to choose from where you go, huh? How do I choose just one? And we found an answer.
Yeah.
We used our up-down token.
Yeah.
And we whittled it down using the token and let the token decide.
Yeah.
So some of the options we had were, like Jesus Christ, Ocarina of Time, Half-Life, like some of the biggest versions of the biggest series ever.
Tekken 3 for the PlayStation.
Tekken 3 for the PlayStation, both in Japan and the US and Europe.
Yeah.
Which would be all three, not both. But yeah, that's not the arcade.
Not
which
the
is
arcade.
with 97.
Yeah, which is what we're
That
doing.
was 97. That's why this episode is 97, because that's when it came out in the arcade.
100%.
Jay, what are we doing for episode 98, Wednesday, December 10th at 8 p.m., 1 week from today?
Tekken 3 for the play. Oh, wait.
That's right. We're going to make you play it again, bitches. Line up. Get in line. It's time to get stabbed by Yoshimitsu.
That's right.
I'm going to choke you out with Armor Jack or whatever who's in the game. I don't even know, Jack 2 or Gun Jack. I don't remember which one
No,
Jack
we're not
is.
really doing that.
No, but we are doing a classic, and it has been mentioned a number of times tonight.
It has Metal Gear Solid.
That's right. We're going to do Metal Gear Solid. And I know we just did a Metal Gear game, but that was about 3 months ago.
Oh, wow, we're getting hammered. We're due for
We're
a good
due for a
Koei
good
game.
Koei game. Isn't Metal Gear Solid a Koei game? Pretty sure it is.
I think that's a Konami.
It's a Koei-nami. Koei-nami.
Yes.
My fault. We need that mashup. It's just
Koei-nami.
Koei-nami. See? We're thinking of you all the time over here, Tiger Woods.
Nobunga's Simon's Quest.
Nobunaga's Ambitious Skate Pro 3. Pro Skater 3.
Oh,
All
boy.
right. So, Jay, Metal Gear Solid, 1 week from today.
Yes.
Where can the people listening to us now find us?
Well, did you know we have a link tree?
Yes,
Oh, you made it.
I did make it.
Yeah, that's
I need
fine.
to probably update. I haven't really updated it. It's
Mine
probably
too.
still there. I haven't looked in years.
We should probably look at that.
Yeah.
So, it is a link tree. It's
Nobunaga's Golf is real. I know it is real.
It is linkter.ee/joystick.
Yep.
Or you can go to our individual pages. The most important being our Patreon, which that will get you into some limited info.
We've been discussing the status of the Patreon and how we need to provide more benefits.
2026 is going to be a big year for the Patreon.
I feel like 2026 is going to bring some changes to the podcast in a very good way. And it's going to give you guys more stuff, and we're going to do more. I'm excited about it because we're just kind of, I don't know. I feel like we're starting to hit our stride a little bit here. We're ready to branch.
The pressure's on now, huh?
Well, that means you have to do something because I don't have time.
Fuck.
You agreed to this in the pre-rehearsal meeting. Damn it. All right. Tell me more about the Patreon.
Okay. You can actually go to the Patreon, and it is patreon.com/Lost Joystick Network. And it's for as little as $3.50 a month or as much as $5 a month. You can hang out with people like Retrogameenthusiast, and you can check out his pizzas. Or you can be in the bad dude room with Robbie talking about Fightcade. Or you could just hang out and Watch, look at all the amazing Genesis games that Shanks posts all the
Yep,
time.
I'm missing him tonight, man. Where's he at? We
Oh.
miss you, bud. I love Jay, Angry Jay. Get more, pay the same in this economy. Amazing.
I know.
I'm going to say this. I'm prepared to have a discussion about making the barrier of entry to the Discord a little lower.
Oh,
I'm prepared to create another tier to get more people in. To have, I want more. I don't want there to be a glass ceiling. I don't want it to be paywalled for everybody to that extent.
so you're saying you might make a cheaper option?
No.
Oh shit! Ah! Mom!
It's something I've been toying around in my brain. Like maybe we say, hey, you want to just get on the Discord for $1? Get on the Discord for $1. I don't know.
Can we make it the oh shit mom?
But no, it's a long title. That's a much higher tier. That is not the dollar tier. That is the $10 tier, which does not exist. But I feel like we need to consider a basic, and then we have to provide more to those people who are paying more.
Oh, okay. So
That's
they can't see John's pizzas.
The
or,
pleb tier, yes, exactly.
They can't
Yes.
see John's pizzas or Robbie's Fightcade stats.
Correct. You are an indentured servant of the Discord.
you go.
You also have to work to be there. But
So
it
more to
costs
come in
you $1.
2026.
Yes,
big
exactly.
things. Big things coming.
If you want to be a serf, come be a serf. All right.
Big things coming.
Very good. Social media we talked about. No. Tell me more about where people can find us on our individual social media.
Yeah. So social media, we have Instagram and Twitter,
We need to use those.
which is Lost Joystick.
Yeah.
And Facebook and Twitch, which is Lost Joystick Network.
And TikTok. That's not been on here for episodes and episodes, and we have one of those.
Yeah.
We got to talk to Ben. He's supposed to be doing
Is
shorts.
it Lost Joystick Network?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Hey, Ben, you're editing this episode, bud. I want some
course.
TikTok shorts.
The poorest need love too. What do you know? You're rich. Look at all those video games you have, you rich, lethargic jerk.
You mean OGCIB?
We love you, Kaylin. I cannot wait for you to be here, buddy.
Or you can email us at info@lostjoysticknetwork.com.
That is correct.
That's a wrap.
Well, I think that's the show. I want to just say thank you to everybody for being here. Say thanks for being here.
Dabadi and Dabaduba Biban. I don't know what they're saying. Thank God that's short.
I gotta make a longer version of that. No. No. That must never be played ever again.
Excuse me.
No, we don't need that.
All
Stop.
the way up.
No, don't ever play that again. That song is it
It
pains.
talks about all the bangers.
It-
Tekken 3, Resident Evil.
It
Metal
does
Gear
talk about
Solid.
great games. I can't argue that. But I'm going to tell you, don't be surprised if we write our own song about video games, because I heard that and I was like, this took 5 seconds
You know what we should do?
to make.
We
What?
should get Eiffel 65 on to our show to talk about that song. No, never.
Get off the stage!
Thank you.
Never. Don't you dare. I don't want Italian Europop trash techno music on my show unless I choose to play it.
Take me to Cosmos Grave.
Take me to Astro's grave.
Or Astro's Grave.
I don't want to go home. All right, let me get to the real outro here. Damn, that's not it either. There's too many buttons on this thing, Jay. Anything you come up with is better than that. See, I already wrote a beat, and it took me about 30 seconds to write the beat. And I'm not kidding. I sat down, I found a virtual drum machine online, I created 10 sequences, and I ran them in a row, and I was like, this is going to be better than that horrible, horrible song.
Explain
That-
the best part about that, though.
What?
You were telling me. You said, so I was making this. The fucking power went out.
Oh
down
my
here.
God. So I build it in a web interface, like this virtual drum machine. Build the thing. Power goes out twice today for whatever reason. Never happens. 2 times downtown, the power goes out for like 5 seconds at most. I'm on a call and it just drops. I'm like, oh, what the fuck's happening? I go back, it's still there. It was meant to be. I'm telling you, it's horrible, but it's still better than that.
That will be for our oh shit mom Patreon members.
You don't come on Lost Joystick Network and play a song like that. Anyway, you do. So anyway, all right. Everybody take a deep breath. Exhale. Nico Knight, thanks for being here, buddy. Thanks for following us. Also, Lunarios, who I don't think is still on, but got some new followers today, and it's nice like that. Come hang with us. We have a good time all the time. I'm all about having a good time all the time. So with that, I will say, Jay, thanks for being here, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Happy Thanksgiving.
I have to start coming more often.
Go out there. Have fun. Play Expedition 33. Be safe, though. And be excellent to each other. All right. It is fucking time to party.
I'm blue, I've been deed, I've been died, 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 I've been deed, I've been died. I'm blue, I've been deed, I've been died.
I'm just gonna do this the whole time.
I saw you. We're doing the Beavis and Butthead. He's doing the. I just love the Beavis where he just goes like the kicks.
Oh yeah, when he does the.
He just it is like just goes up like he's like kicking, and Butthead's just doing the. Oh man, that was fun.
That was good.
That song, I was dead serious. I was riding in the car with Jay earlier today, and I said, "Do you know the band Eiffel 65?" No. Good. Okay, you've passed the first test. I said, but I guarantee you, you know this song. And I played that part of it. He's like, yeah, I know that song. Unfortunately, I know that one. Oh, that was good, man. I had a good time with that. Yep, and we got to do Nobunaga's Golf, apparently. What is that on, the Neo Geo Pocket Color? Or is that a Super Famicom exclusive?
Isn't that a Wonder Swan game?
I'm not familiar with it, so I don't recall ever seeing it on Super Famicom.
I'm down the rabbit hole of Tekken now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's a Japanese one. $3,000.
That's what he's asking. He's not going to get it.
Yeah, no.
I tell you what, I legitimately, secret for everybody watching, this is fraudulent. I could not, for the life of me, find a black label copy of Tekken 3. I must have gone to 10 stores. You checked in Lansing. We looked all over town.
I went to, where else did I go? I went to Lansing twice. I checked 3 stores.
I had to print this on my fancy color printer, which I love, by the way, that the new workstation printer. Did a great job. Fooled all you. But fuck that, man. I cannot find one. So I kept saying to myself, I'm going to order one from eBay. And when I do, I'm also going to order the Japanese one because it looks cool. I'm like, yeah, fuck it. It's $15 or $20. I never did. Then I ran out of time and I just said, fuck it. Yeah, so RC Revenge, if you need a copy of that, I have the case and the manual, but no disc. That's what this is about. Anyway, so fuck that thing.
Remember doing Adventures of Lolo? Never.
Which one? 1, 2, or 3? We'll do the whole trilogy. It's one of the.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that was on there for $1,200.
Yeah, I mean.
And he's accepting offers.
But that's the sticker one.
Yeah, no.
That's what I'm talking about. It's got the sticker on it.
Yeah, that's
so
what
it's
I
not
was
the
like,
first print. Nobody wants it. Just like
that's
okay.
the best seller.
As you know, I talk about the card stuff sometimes. I'm gonna talk about collecting cards. Nobody wants a 1982 Ricky Henderson.
No, they won't.
Nobody wants a 1991 Ken Griffey Jr. Okay? Nobody wants a 1990 Bo Jackson except me. They don't care. They want the first print. They want the rookie cards. Maybe the second year. Nolan Ryan, second year, sure. Somebody like that, Hank Aaron, yes. But the value of players' cards go like this. They go off a cliff when you go to the second and third year, especially when you get into more modern, like 80s, 90s, whatever. Same thing with video games. You saw nobody wants greatest hits stuff. They are not worth dick squat compared in that weird graded game market. And then when it's marked bestseller, you know it's not a first print.
Nope.
So then you're not going to get the same value. It's like, well, shit, can I just peel the fucking sticker off? Well, can you tell now? Because like the thing with PlayStation games is they have that security wrap over the top, but not all of them have it. Those are the earlier ones, right? But not always the earlier ones. It's stupid.
Here's a complete Tekken 3 Black Label on eBay right now with the mail insert not filled out.
Yep.
$25.99 or best offer.
Yeah, but I can't find one here. The only one I could find locally, Lolo's not the next episode. What is going on here? There's some Lolo stuff going down.
It's on the low.
Down on the down low. There was a guy in Holly on eBay selling a Black Label
For like
copy,
$50.
but he wanted $50. And I'm like, I am not going to talk to this guy and ask him to sell it to me locally for $25. If you're asking $50, you're insane. Okay. And I'll just go to like, I am not held captive by the fact that you have it on eBay. I can go to 10 other sellers on eBay that have just as nice copies for half the price. Don't forget that, geniuses of eBay sellers.
I'm sure that's not going to go for cheap, but I got to watch that one. It's a first print. It's at a penny right now.
Oh, well, I can't see that, yeah.
Tekken 3 9.4A plus sealed. Black Label, first print, 1998.
But it won't go for $1,000.
Its starting bid was at a penny. It's got one bid on it. It's got 9 days.
Yeah.
There's 8 people watching it.
Yeah. Well, it'll wind up selling for $785.
There's 9 people watching it now.
Maybe. This game was surprisingly more popular than I would have ever thought. I always looked at it as the redheaded stepchild of video games, like fighting games that we liked. But I can't read any of that. What does that say?
Really?
But you were moving it around. It's
I'm holding it like that.
$369. Remember, I have these glasses.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
$369 for one. Is that 2 and 3?
Yeah.
See, I really like 2 though. That's $369 for both.
Yeah.
Is that buy it now?
Yeah.
Don't show me that. It's Christmas time. I don't know that
Yeah,
kind of...
Tekken 2. Oh, no, it's Tekken 2, Tekken 3, PS1, complete, wadded 9.6.
Complete?
Yeah.
So they're CIB.
Yeah.
Then never mind. That's why they're cheap. Nobody's going to buy a 9.6 CIB PS1 game for any
CIB.
for any premium, man. I'm sorry. You're not getting that. You can't get it on Nintendo games. You sure as shit ain't getting it on
Nope.
2 of the most common PS1 games in the world.
I was actually thinking about hitting buy it now, too.
If they're sealed, sure, it's a good deal. But that's why it's still there, because they're not. You know what's not sealed but is a good deal? Goonies for $1 and Batman for $1.
You know what? Is Robbie, are you still on?
Which one is Robbie? Is he the one that plays the Eiffel song?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Let's see if he's still on. I got a question for him.
We'll see. Probably not knowing him. He probably bailed. All right, I gotta lose these headphones anyway. That was fun. All right, I'm gonna stop the recording.
Yeah, that's probably
That's
good.
fine. We probably need to get going, huh? I will say this: 1 week from today, we'll be back. December, 10th, 8 p.m. And then our friend Kaylin gets into town late Thursday. I'm expecting that like Friday or Saturday night, maybe Sunday night. I don't know. It depends on your schedule. We're gonna come down here, do some Atari challenge stuff, do something, okay? And then
sure.
we should tell him to bring some stuff, and we do like a whatnot stream or something too.
There we go.
I don't know. That takes a lot of prep. But yeah, it's Lolo. Lolo's the next episode. It's all LOL. Notorious CIB LOLO episode.
That's a lot of.
I think we gotta go to the Discord or something. Finally, the Romance of the Three Kingdoms 6th episode. I mean, look, I'm not averse to doing a Koi game. We have to figure out one to do at some point. It would have to be the most accessible one. And I'll tell you one person I don't think will play it. 2 people. 3, really. Maybe 4. Actually, all 5 of us. I'd play it. I like those
I
games.
got some Koi games on the old Super Nintendo.
You ever play any of them?
No.
No. I have played them. I actually enjoy the turn-based games. Much like I enjoy Expedition 33, another fantastic turn-based game.
Boy, here we go again.
Oh, buddy, just you wait. You said you're near the end of Act 1? Mm-hmm. Don't you finish Act 1 without me.
Don't you finish Act
You let me know when you're playing it next. I'll be there.
Okay.
I don't care if it's 10 o'clock at night. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'll be there, man. I could be working. I'll bring my laptop over. I don't care. I got to be in on this. Dynasty Warriors 2. Okay, fair. Okay, yeah. But that's, PlayStation 2. We're turning it into a different space.
Yeah, I was hoping Robbie was going to be on still.
He's not.
I was going to challenge.
Get over it.
I was going to challenge him to get Tekken 3 to do the download on PS5 and play it and see what he thinks.
Yeah.
Try the practice mode, Find a character you like and just kind of use it.
You've got to have an arcade stick to play it, though. I can't.
He doesn't have an arcade stick for his
I don't
PS4?
know if he does. I don't know.
Well, he's got his Fightcade stick.
Yeah,
It's a USB stick, I'm sure.
I don't know if it works with the PlayStation 5. I don't know how things work. I don't understand compatibility, drivers, and DLLs. Actually, I do.
I say, I think you should.
I do know all that stuff, sadly. All right. We out of here?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Thinking about that with all the moves, you know who's a fucking nightmare on this game to learn?
Robbie?
No, was fucking Lei. Remember, because this is when they introduced all the different stances with him too. He had the crane and the drunken master and
pow, and you do the flips on your shit.
Oh my god!
Hold on,
and he had a move list for every single one.
I sign into this because I got to play something, man.
What are you playing?
I got to play a song. It's not a song you think you're not gonna know the song. Hold on a second. Where is it? I got to go sign in because that's the only place it is.
That was one of my favorite moves. Hayachi has that, like, he pops his hands out.
Yeah. Pow!
I watched him do it a couple times.
All right, here we go. I don't know why I was saying pow so loud earlier, too. I was really enjoying that. Pow! All right, where's it at?
Is it Eiffel 65?
No, it's not that. Shut up. You jerk. Hold on. I'll know it when I see it. Can't miss it. Where'd it go? Where is... There we go. You ready? Okay, just you wait. Oh, man. Just you wait until you get to this. You ready? You're not ready for this.
Oh, this is from...
Anybody who's plays this game knows this song. The guy will be used to. You ready? Just let it wash over. You ready? Here it comes. This is an adventure. Yes, it is. Oh, I'm so jealous. Ready? Here you go. This is video game music. It's from Adventures of Lolo 3, yes. Kinda, Nico. Kinda. Alright, this song is 10 minutes long, so I'm not going to make it through the whole thing. But you're getting the point. In this song, there's 3 people singing. But there's 2 people singing at the same time. One guy pretty much wrote all this. And you know where they found him? SoundCloud. Yeah. They found him on SoundCloud. Like, hey, you want to do a soundtrack for this period piece turn-based RPGs? Like, hell yeah, brother. And so does the game Adventures of Lolo 3 by Hal something. Hal did that game, right? Somebody correct me in the chat. Pretty sure it was Hal. No?
No.
Is this thing on? I think it was Hal Laboratories that did the Lolo games. I don't remember. Anybody? I guess everybody left. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna talk about Adventures of Lolo all by ourselves now. Yeah. Oh, see, look, as soon as I threatened to leave and talk about it without him, you better be prepared to speedrun Adventures of Lolo 2 when you get here. I don't want any bullshit. I'm gonna go look at the speedruns and we're gonna do it. I'll get the little stomper thing people use when they go clink, clunk, or whatever Argus says. We'll get a clunker. I'm gonna get a clunker. All right, we got to go.
I'm going to go home and powerbomb the shit out of somebody on Tekken 3.
I'm going to go home and listen to that song. Okay. Good night, everybody. Until next time, we'll see you in a week. Bye.
Later.
Where's my button to end the stream?